Uh,
Welcome to episode 6 of the Mouse in the House podcast. This is the latest we've ever recorded.
thanks.
This episode. It's 11 almost 11 p.m. here in Atlanta. It's 10 p.m. in Memphis or Tennessee, or I don't know if he's in Memphis or what city he's in.
I'm in
Um
Memphis.
okay, people say they're from the big cities, but then really they're from like the outskirts. Are you actually in
Memphis is
Memphis?
Memphis is not the big cities.
It's a big
I'm not
city
from
in
New
Tennessee.
York, and I'm from New Jersey. I'm
It's
just
a
in
well,
Memphis.
no, New York and New Jersey are two different places. Like people will say they're from New York City and they're actually from Yonkers or something. People will
Shout
say
out
they're from
Yonkers,
Atlanta. People will say they're from Atlanta and they're from.
Decatur.
Okay, we're gonna turn this off now. Uh, you know, I go to college in Atlanta. It's the same thing basically.
Yeah.
Anyways, what do we talk about today outside of the thing we're saving until the end?
First things first. I wanna say before we get started, Cammy, you aren't introducing me when we start these podcasts. Someone
Oh my
pointed that
God,
out
I forgot. I
that you
forgot. I
didn't
forgot.
introduce me.
Oh no, I
Who am
usually have
I?
you. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are
Who?
you?
No, you're the
No,
host.
no,
No,
no. Who are
you.
you?
Who am I? No, who are
No, who
you?
who are
Who are
you?
you
Who
to
are you?
me, and who are me to you? But you know what? This is what this video is all about, kind of,
Yeah.
Cammy. But before we get started on that, I want to ask you, how was your weekend, man? How are you doing?
Well, outside
How you
of
feeling?
outside of some terrorism that happened, it was pretty good. I went a few cities down, went and met with some of my friends. We had a good time. I bought some more shoes. Had some good conversations. It was good. Things that were in my control were good. Things that were in my control were good.
That's how you look at it. That's how you gotta look
I
at it.
had
Yeah,
the I had
yeah,
the best possible weekend that I could physically have under my own powers.
yeah. How much money do you think you could make if you sold all your shoes at one time? Like, how much money do you think is in your shoes
So
right
can
now?
I tell you my philosophy for buying shoes?
Yeah.
This is one of 5 racks, by the way. Just want to let you know. Uh, and it's 40 shoes each rack, so you can do the math. Um, but whenever I go shopping, like the thrift shops or anywhere to get shoes, I always make sure that the money I'm paying, if I sold one or two of the shoes that I just bought, I could make that money back.
Mm-hmm.
Like whenever I go out and like when I look at the shoes, I look at because the Nike shoes usually have like a barcode and like a CT whatever number tag on them. I look that up and I look at what the shoe is going for on retail, and if the retail is like double what the price is at the store, then I'm buying it. If it's like a $10 difference, then I'll just get it on eBay slightly used online and it'll be a better deal. If
Yeah.
I if I sold all my shoes, I'd probably never have to. You and I would probably never be broke. I'm saying you and I would probably never be broke.
That's so much money. Holy.
But I'm not selling my shoes though. I'm not a reseller.
Yeah, I doubt you would. I was just wondering. I was just curious because you have
Matter of
some money
fact,
on.
when we go to Vegas, I will look at some thrift stores in the area, and I'm gonna force you guys to go with me because I'm driving.
Oh,
So
are we announcing that on the podcast that we're doing that?
I mean, I haven't bought your ticket yet, but like as long as it's available, I'm gonna buy it. Let me check if it's available right now. I'm gonna make sure I didn't fuck
Can't you
myself.
do that after the?
Hold on. Hold on.
All right.
I mean,
No, you know, do
I,
it. Do it now.
I,
Why
I
not?
have,
Yeah, sure.
I have it bookmarked.
Having it bookmarked is really funny.
Ticket. Oh my God,
For
where's
the
the event?
record, me and Cammy, I and a friend are planning on going to Vegas WrestleMania weekend. Not to go to WrestleMania because we don't support the big Yahoo.
Okay, we're
Um,
good. We're good. We're good. We're good.
is going to a bunch of the indie shows in Vegas, spending time with one another, as brothers do. Um,
Matter of fact,
I'm
look in that direction real quick. Look in that direction real quick. And this is where I'm
right, right.
glad you guys. Yeah. Look in that. You know what? Just uh, look down. Look down.
Kick the mess out my desk.
Do that. Hurt yourself some more. Hurt yourself some more. All right.
Oh,
Hurt
man.
yourself some more.
What am I looking down for?
Start doing to your genitals what Michael Jackson did to his genitals on stage. Just start punching your dick right now. Yeah, Michael Jackson did that on stage. You never seen that Family Guy skit?
I don't
Uh,
remember that Family Guy skit.
do you remember the
No,
Family
I don't
Guy
watch. I
skit?
don't watch Family Guy. You know that.
Well, nobody does. We just watch the stuff on YouTube, the shorts. Have you seen that one? Have you seen that one short where it's like Michael Jackson dancing on stage, and then a kid in the crowd is like, "It's just like 3D." Then he takes the kid and runs out of the arena.
Yep.
That's really funny. Um. Okay.
Do I need to keep looking down, or I ain't gonna slip with that?
Yeah. Just keep looking. Just 1 second. And you're going.
Do
You're
I say, do I
going.
need not to look? Why do I have to look down for that though?
Well, just to add the surprise. Picture that the on the screen right now is that you look is that your ticket. Your ticket's on the screen. Pretend your
Oh,
ticket's on
okay.
the
I was trying
screen.
to figure out what that meant. Okay. You didn't put any
Yeah.
like important information on there, like locationally, right? Like I shouldn't. I don't have to. I don't
No,
have to like
no,
block anything, right?
no. I didn't share my screen. I didn't share my screen. I didn't share my
Okay, no,
screen.
you're saying like just imagine that it's down there, not that it really
Yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, word. Okay,
Oh,
word.
I also need to send you order details and confirmation to the new email address.
Oh, I should tell you, I do have a. This is low key not. Actually, we're in the general context. That's fine. I have an interview tomorrow for a local sports store near me. Pretty excited about it. Hope I get it. I like doing like kind of small local stores like that, or local restaurants. Not
Lo-
necessarily
work,
local restaurants. It can be a chain restaurant, but
you're
be kind
work
of
you're
local.
you're working the
But
indies.
yeah, I'm working. Yeah,
Check your
yeah, I'm
email.
working
Check
the
your
indies.
email right now. Check your email right now. Check your email right now. Check your email right
Imagine you sent
now.
it. Imagine you sent it to the wrong one. Imagine.
No. I copy and pasted it. No fucking way.
Imagine you did though. Like imagine you sent it to the wrong one. Just hey, someone's getting a really good ticket. Which one? I
I
know you
gotta
sent it to me.
send
I got
this.
it. I got it. You're good. I might not start reading the address right now.
No. No.
Do
No.
I
No.
have
No.
to
No.
download this app or whatever?
Yeah,
Sorry, we
download it.
shouldn't be doing
Download
this on
it.
the podcast. But do I have to
Download it.
download this on my phone?
Yeah,
Okay.
download it.
Okay.
Do everything. Take all the precautionary measures.
Okay. Let me open Apple. Hey, also side note, I finally got the update for my iPhone. That liquid glass thing sucks. It's
Yeah,
trash.
it's
Why
not
do I
good.
have to use this?
It's
Who
not good.
thought that was a good idea? Why do they do stuff like that? Anyway, another thing before we get to the main point of the podcast, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. We've gotten a
Yeah, like
pretty
it.
decent
Yeah.
amount of views.
The
It
views,
feels like
but the
I'm buying
interaction.
views
Yeah, it
because there's
does.
no
It does.
likes. And I'm
But
not saying that because I
I
want
do
clout.
say
I'm saying because it's weird.
but I do say that I'm getting DMs, not DMs, but I'm getting emails that say that we are getting new subscribers. So that lets me know that there is some growth happening.
Yeah, people are watching it. Yeah,
People
but
are
we appreciate
watching.
it. Thank you so much. I don't think should we say that. We appreciate you. I'm just saying that the likes help. It helps me know which episodes are better. If you like certain stuff or didn't like certain stuff, it helps a lot. So
Yeah.
leave comments. Talk to us. Let us know. We're very available
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, because any more of us not getting likes, we're gonna have to start doing DraftKings endorsements, and you guys don't want that.
Yeah, you don't want us to you don't you don't want us to have to do bet 365. Okay, you don't want that.
Today only.
PJ Tucker, 5 threes, a
Today
thousand
only.
dollars will win you 2 million.
Today only. Triple H. Two good booking decisions.
Triple H, 2 black champions, not Samoan. Money line.
Today only. Triple H. One instance of not doing blackface. Okay. And on that topic, happy Black History Month, everybody. This is the
Happy Black
inaugural
History
this is
Month.
the inaugural
Yes,
Black
sir.
History Month episode. We got 1 1/10 black guys on this podcast right here.
Oh man,
Um I mean I don't know. I'm not black, but I'm also closer to black than I am to white. So I'll just claim you guys for now, okay? I'd say I'm closer to African than I am to European.
I guess that's true, but like,
Cause South Asian is closer to African, I believe.
oh, you sent it to the other email. I have to do a
Yeah, yeah,
different
yeah,
account.
yeah.
I have to I
Because
have to change it.
I mean, if it was East Asian, it would be different. But South Asian is like closer to Africa. I mean, you know any white guys with skin like this? Answer that. You know any white guys with skin color like this? No, no,
Randy Orton, he's tan, I guess. I just think,
not
hey,
not
I want to say
artificially.
something, man. When I first saw Batista, I thought that was a nigga. I thought that was a nigga.
I
It took me a long time though. That
when
wasn't a nigga, bro.
When I saw Batista, I thought he was his own race. Honestly, I
He's
thought, I
just
thought, I thought,
Batista.
I thought, but yeah, honestly, I didn't think of Batista as black or white. He's Batista, but he's Filipino. He's
Yeah, which
Filipino.
I didn't. I didn't even like. There wasn't even an option in my head until like
Which,
I saw his mother.
well,
Like, oh man,
I mean, when you see somebody who looks like that, the answer is usually Filipino. It's usually Filipino. I'll tell you what,
what does
Filipinos look
that
very diverse.
mean?
Filipinos look very diverse. Shout out to Filipinos. Shout out to
I
Filipinos.
guess.
I
Guess,
don't
man.
know. I don't know. I guess, bro.
I guess I don't know if that's like how you
I
should say it,
I
like, but you know,
my friend. I mean, I've had this discussion with my friends before. Are Filipinos technically Asian or Hispanic? I think they're Asian, right?
I think Filipino. Oh, that's a good question. I'm not really sure.
Because like, every time I think a guy looks Asian but he's not, a guy looks Hispanic but he's not, usually Filipino.
To
We're
get
gonna
on
edit
the thing,
as blasphemous HD would say. We're gonna edit that out. Do you know who that
we're
is?
gonna edit that out. Hey man, that guy sucked. That
Okay,
guy was bad. But
it was a different
not
time.
as a.
It was a different
It was a
time.
different time. It
It
was.
was a
It
different
was.
time. It was a different time.
Shout out Chavez Slovakia though. I still mess with him and Skates, man.
Chav,
Those are really
Dr.
cool.
J and the Women. Dr. J and the Women was cool. You remember him?
I do. Shout out him. But all the other people are cool. It's just
Yeah,
him.
and
It's just him.
maybe this is gonna stay in general talk. Blasphemous was kind of he was fake, bro. He was fake. He was a snake.
He was fake, but he was also fake like before they were successful too.
Hmm.
Like he just kind
And
of had that kind of
he like would admit to it. That was part of his appeal. Like I'm fake. I'm a
yeah.
fake ass bitch, and I'm admitting to it.
Which like
Like
I kind of respected that. I was
I
like, hey
kind
man,
of
I can respect.
I kind of respected that, but later on I was like, all right, it's getting too much now. It's getting
Yeah,
too
then it
much.
becomes a bit, and it's too much of a bit. It's like,
Yeah,
hey man,
exactly.
just give it up,
It's a
give it
shame
up,
because
guy.
he was funny.
Okay,
He was funny at times. He was funny at
he is really
times.
funny. He had the funny fat guy gimmick down, man.
And he wasn't
He had
fat.
it down.
He wasn't fat. Dr. J and the Woman was fatter than him.
Well, all of them were large, but like
Yeah, yeah,
he
but
also is fat.
I wouldn't call Blasphemous fat though. He was just like kind of rotund.
Kind of rotund is fat. I just want you to know that. Like you can't be kind of rotund and not be fat. I just want you. I want you to think about how you just described him. That's
Is is
crazy.
is,
I
is Kevin
forwarded it to you, by the way, but that's crazy.
is Kevin Owens fat? Is Kevin Owens fat?
Probably to the average person, yeah. To
He's
the
a wrestler,
generalized
so
public,
he's a
like if you
wrestler. He's
showed,
not fat for a
if you, but
wrestler.
if you showed someone a picture of Kevin Owens and said, "How would you describe this person?" to someone else, someone would probably say fat.
You
You know what
described him to
I'm saying?
CM Punk. If you described him to CM Punk in 2005, you'd also probably call him fat, which
Yeah,
is why they will feud hopefully soon. But also Triple H doesn't like good things. So,
probably not getting
anyways,
that. All right, Cammy. When we texted today, or yesterday, or day before yesterday, about what we wanted this podcast episode to be, I told you
yeah,
to trust me. All right.
okay,
What I noticed is that we keep talking about our favorite teams and favorite experiences, but we've never had a go-to example of our favorite experiences. Today, Cammy, we are
wait.
filling
I'll go
out
to favorite experiences with with our favorite teams.
just generally in basketball. We were doing an NBA fan scrapbook.
Generally in basketball.
Generally, NBA fan. I have a bunch of questions set up. I'll lead it. You don't gotta like. Be afraid. I got it. But the
Okay,
goal is for us to have a scrapbook, and then we're gonna come back every year, have a yearly episode where we ask the same questions and see if our answers change year to year.
I can't wait when this podcast doesn't last past 20 episodes.
Shut up. And then at the end, we're gonna make some future guesses on things to see if we're right in 5 years. Okay,
Okay.
that's the goal here. Now, start off with we're doing some general questions, which we already kind of know. Because your name is Cammy. Shout out to you, Cammy. Shout out to
Yeah.
you. What year did you start watching basketball in seriously?
Like watching
Well,
basketball or
generally
like
or seriously, when's the first
being
time you've watched basketball?
well, I
When would you
mean,
say your basketball fandom began?
when LeBron went to Miami in 2010, like literally when he went to Miami, like the day, like the week of him going to Miami, and people were talking about it in my Islamic school. I was like 6 at the time. I knew LeBron James by name. I didn't know him by, a face or anything.
Mm-hmm.
But then I found out, and I was watching like You probably don't remember what Magic Jack is. We had a Magic Jack internet box, and we had like you don't know what Jadu is either. We had like it's like a old Amazon Fire Stick, but it was like brown as hell. Not your brown, my brown. It was brown. It was like a old Amazon. It was like a proto Amazon Fire Stick. Look it up.
Yeah, yeah.
JADOO. You'll
That's so
find it.
funny.
Put a picture of it right here. Put a picture of it right here. Okay.
Nigga trying to make me edit.
Put a picture of
I
it right
will, but
here.
nigga trying to make me
Uh,
edit.
but we had this, and we had YouTube. It had a YouTube app, but
Yeah.
it was but when people are like, I hate that I have to with the Fire Stick. I hate that I have to move the direction buttons to get an A, and then I have to go all the way down and press down, down, down to get to an F.
Hmm.
I grew up off that, so it doesn't affect me anymore because I was doing that when I was
Mm.
5 to 6 years old. But I used to watch the Fridays top 10 plays on the NBA YouTube channel. Remember that one
Yeah, I
guy?
do
He
remember
used to
that.
always do commentary, and I used to think Zach Randolph was a scrub because every week they would show him getting dunked on by somebody. They show Zach Randolph getting dunked on by somebody. And I remember
Do
one
my
time it
nigga
was
dirty,
DeMar
bro.
DeRozan. One time it was DeMar DeRozan. The other time it was Iguodala. I used to think Iguodala was the GOAT, dude. Because
Iguodala in highlights is the goat. Yeah, he's one of those
every
goats.
every week he would dunk on somebody and it would be the coolest shit ever. Yeah, so
Yeah.
Iguodala was one of my and then I stumbled upon this one video. It was called The NBA A New Decade, and it was this really cool mix set to Last of a Dying Breed by Ludacris featuring Lil Wayne. That's kind of how I got into rap music too. Um but it was this really cool mix. Put the link in the chat so you can check it out too. Um it was really cool. It made me really like Chris Bosh. It made me really like Chris Bosh. But I kind of got accustomed to Chris Bosh with the dread, so when I saw him in Miami, I was like, no, I don't like this guy anymore.
Yeah.
Uh,
He don't got no aura no more. He
yeah,
he
yes,
they West Weed, my nigga.
I'm not gonna lie. When Bosch lost the dreads, he lost aura. He did lose aura when he lost
Hey,
the
but he was
dreads.
putting up buckets. We lost his last part of his prime, bro. He's putting up them buckets, nigga. Holy.
If Bosch, if Bosch
2K16.
didn't,
Hey,
if Bosch didn't have the blood clots, dude, oh my god, he
shout
would.
out 2K16 Bosh, man.
Shout out Bosch in
I think it
general.
was a demon, boy. That was a
And
demon.
dude, I used to remember Bosch's old YouTube channel. Remember the Chris Paul, Darren Williams, and LeBron James eating like fast food in this one gas station? There was that one video that I remember. Yeah,
Hmm.
it was on Chris Bosch's YouTube channel, and I discovered like Dwight Howard from there. I thought Dwight Howard was the coolest dude ever because I was like, oh,
Yes.
this big, broad, athletic dude wearing a Superman cape. Oh man, that's super cool. And I think Dwight Howard repping Superman was what made me not understand why people cared so much, why people didn't like why people were so adverse to a black Santa Claus because I was like Dwight Howard and Shaq been going around calling each other Superman for the longest time and I don't care about that. So why would I care about a black Santa Claus, you know? If it's cool, it's cool, you know? You know what I
Yeah, I
mean?
guess.
You know what I
I
mean?
mean, your argument is really fighting me, but I guess,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And also Dwight's the real Superman. Shaq's not the real Superman. Dwight Howard is the real Superman. But yeah, Dwight and what's his name? Bosch, Blake Griffin, another one of my favorite players. I watched his rookie year. I thought he was cool. Ray Allen, because I
I like
legitimately
how you're
thought he
just
would.
going. You answered that question. You started to go.
Yeah, I
This
mean,
is
I
me
mean,
trying to
it's
know.
it's it's a
Yeah,
good
this is
thing
what it's
to.
for. I just think it's funny.
Yeah, Ray Allen was one of my favorite players. I used to watch like shooting videos of him. Brandon Jennings, I really like Brandon Jennings because they had like a YouTube video, like the NBA channel uploaded like a mini doc of his 55-point game, and I thought that was really cool. I didn't really like Shaq at the time because I didn't really know. I just knew Shaq as an
We
old
didn't
guy.
see good Zach,
Yeah,
really.
no,
Like,
I only knew Shaq as the guy on the Cavs and as the guy on the Celtics.
man,
It
that
it was
nigga
later.
sucks.
It
That's
was
just
2K12 that I finally like actually played a Shaq and I was like, oh, he's good on these retro teams. And then he was on TV and stuff, and I was like, yeah, okay. But
yeah.
Ray Allen was probably my first favorite player. I loved Ray Allen, dude, because I legitimately thought he never missed a shot. I like it was so weird when I checked his stats. I was like, oh, 40% from three isn't that bad. And then I later on found out that 40% is actually good.
Right?
Forty percent
That
is
was a
actually
weird thing for
yeah
you too, right? Like certain things, certain numbers feel weird to look at. Like, for example, in football, having a third down percentage conversion rate of like 40% or like of 70% can be perceived as bad. And I'm like,
yeah
man, that seems pretty good. Like that seems like
or
you're
like
really doing it.
baseball with the
Yeah,
batting average.
batting. You could. There's a All Stars batting 250. I'm like, that feels bad. Like that feels like it
Because all you see
sucks.
are highlights. All you see are highlights.
Yeah, you don't see them just miss.
Yeah,
Like you know what I mean?
yeah, but Ray was my first favorite player. I still love Ray Allen. I still love Ray Allen. He Got Game is my favorite movie of all time. Still love that shit. But after that
What question
I
did I
got
ask you to get you to
you
this?
said how did I get into
What
basketball?
year
How did I
did you
get into
watch basketball? What's the question?
Two,
That's what it was.
2010, 2011.
Yeah, yeah, that's what it was. I
And
remember.
you better ramble too when it's your turn.
What if my answer isn't as in depth as yours? Because you're just going through a bunch of random stuff. Like it's not
I mean,
even
I'm not
necessarily
even.
attached to the thing.
I'm not even finished. Like, dude,
But
getting into the
don't
video
worry. We're gonna
games,
get to a lot of these questions.
man.
That's why I'm like I kind of don't
Okay,
want you to
next.
ramble too much because
Okay,
I want to
you
let you
answer
get
that
from one to
question
this.
now. Now you answer that question. What year and how did you get into basketball?
So so the thing is, I think that I
Okay,
was
next question.
knowledgeable
What's the next
about
question?
basketball. I think so. To be fair, when I made all the questions, I made them all in a straight shot, and I did
How
look
many
at them
questions
again so
are
we
there?
could. I don't know the exact number. I have a bunch of sections. So I have general, I have players, I have teams, I have memories, I have future. It's roughly
Future?
25 to 30 questions.
Future?
Yeah,
Coding crazy. Coding crazy. I don't know about yours, but coding crazy. Coding crazy. You asked about future.
yeah. You think you're so funny, don't you?
You asked about future.
um, I think my introduction to basketball, the year I was introduced, I believe it was at least consistently 2012. My dad's a football guy. My dad's always been a football guy. This has been a football family my entire life. They While my dad liked
Isn't
basketball
your
and watched
dad a
basketball, I wouldn't say
big football player?
yeah, yeah, yeah. He's
How
a
big
pro
is your
football player.
dad? How large is your dad?
My dad, how big is he? It's hard to. I always mess up heights and weights. I don't like being like, oh, he's 6'7". I don't think he's. I don't think I can't think of like
Sorry
I
about
don't know
that.
how to. I know he's not 6'7" actually, but like I'm saying like as a kid, it's like, oh, he's so big, but he is large. Like he's a big dude. Like he's not large like fat, but like just big.
Are you bigger than your
But if
dad?
he no,
Okay, okay.
absolutely not.
So you never got that experience of when you're larger than your dad, and your dad's like, "Oh, what? You
I'm
think
never
we're
gonna
gonna
get
get the
that
house
experience.
now?"
My dad is big. No,
Okay,
I'm never gonna get that experience. That's okay. I don't
okay.
expect that. Um, but I would say my first introduction to basketball was probably 2012, and it wasn't even Grizzlies basketball. It was on my PSP. The first new game I got ever, like when the game came out, we bought it, was NBA 2K12, and I think the version of it had Larry Bird on the cover, which is hilarious looking back on it. It was the one non nigga possible they could find, right?
Oh,
And I
you got
played that.
wait. You got this. You got the other editions?
Yeah,
Cause they were always like Michael, Magic, Larry, but the only one I ever found was Michael.
was lit. No,
It's
I
the
had the Larry
only
one.
one I ever found. How did you get
I
the
had the
Larry
Larry one.
one?
I don't know how we swung it. We had the Larry one,
Cause
bro.
dude, when 2K12 came out, I was so mad LeBron wasn't on the cover.
Yeah, but I got 2K12, and I only had just a generalized understanding of basketball. It wasn't until 2K13 came out that I would say like I became like a fan of basketball. So like I started
I
kind of
think that's what did it
keeping
for
up
me
with
too.
games and looking at standings and stuff, and then I would say I became a serious viewer 2016,
Yeah,
2015.
probably like around similar
Like
for
I was a
me.
casual like I'm a child liking players in 2012, 2011. But I would say like I started really paying attention like 2016.
Okay.
Um, so we're in the players section. Obviously, your favorite team is the Pacers. We know
Well,
that.
you're done?
I don't have much to say about that. All it was what year were you?
Who's your
We
first
have a
favorite
bunch of
player?
questions. So
Oh,
that's what
okay.
we're
Is that
getting to.
coming
Hold
up?
on, let me get through the question. Let me.
I don't like this. My ADHD doesn't like this. I don't like it.
What player got you into basketball first? What do you say is the first when you think of the first player or players? Be like, this is what I think of when I think of basketball. Who do you think of?
Ray Allen and Blake Griffin. Ray Allen and Blake Griffin. Because Blake Griffin, I saw a new highlight every week, like 5 new dunk highlights every week. And then Ray Allen, because I literally thought he never missed a shot. So Ray Allen and Blake Griffin. were the two players that got me into basketball. Like LeBron, sure, but like LeBron wasn't like one of my first favorite players. I thought LeBron was cool, but like I grew up like people hated LeBron, so I kind of tried to fit in a little bit.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
feel
so
you.
Ray Allen and Blake Griffin, and with Chris Bosh and Dwight Howard there too. So those two.
This is gonna be a really funny answer. Um,
Taj Gibson.
obviously LeBron's there. Obviously,
Yeah.
um, LeBron's been amazing the entire time I've existed, and he still is. Um,
That's probably why so many people like
secondly,
him.
though, is Rudy Gay.
Okay. Memphis.
Let me tell y'all something about prime Rudy Gay. Okay, nobody could get you an emptier 20 points than my
Yeah.
man Rudy homosexual. Okay, you gotta
Yeah.
let him
At
cook.
the time. At the time. At
At
the
the
time,
time,
yeah.
he get and he was, and it's so crazy because like I feel like he'd be better if you put him here now. Like he did
Maybe
everything
he
offensively you would
yeah.
ask a scoring
And
wing to do,
he was
yet he
athletic and he could
somehow
play
wasn't good
defense.
enough.
He could
Yeah,
play defense when he wanted to. He's the Michael Jordan of Cam Thomas's. He's the Michael Jordan of Cam Thomas's. That's
that's
what
so
he
sick.
is. He's the Michael
And like
Jordan of
he
Cam
did it
Thomas's.
consistent, and then even then with Rudy Gay, even as he aged out, like I remember Rudy Gay on the Spurs when he became a really good role player. And that was weird to me because we'd seen Rudy Gay over multiple teams be like the guy that's good on a non-playoff team.
And the only time in his prime where he went to a playoff team was the Raptors, and that went horribly wrong.
Yeah,
Because
not
I
this
mean,
guy.
yeah, that
No,
was the only that was like the only the way Raptors fans talk about Rudy Gay, you'd act like that was the only highlight he ever had, which is probably true. But I mean, just not a good fit with DeRozan, I guess. Not a good fit with
they
DeRozan.
wouldn't get fit anywhere. And I feel like a part of that was like I think he never hit like the ceiling. I feel like that he could have hit.
He kind of he kind of did like rookie year, second season, third year, and then just
Yeah, like I feel like there was like another step. I have to go back and like watch Rudy Gay full games
very
or something
very
because it's
very
hard to do
Isaiah
that.
Ryder, very Isaiah Ryder type,
Do not compare
where
my goat to Isaiah Ryder.
he was a very similar player to Isaiah
Come
Ryder.
on, come on, bro.
He's a
Come on,
very
hold on.
similar
Wait a minute.
player.
No, no. Rudy Gay's
Very
better than Isaiah
similar
Ryder. Let's
player.
not do this. Let's
He
not. This
was
is a dumb
he was
argument.
a
It doesn't
he was a
matter.
better player, but he was a better player. But in terms of archetype, he was similar. That
Like
scoring
I
wing
feel
who could
like
shoot a lot and dunk a
I,
lot.
I feel like if Rudy Gay got drafted to a team that wasn't the Grizzlies, that he probably would have panned out to be what his ceiling, closer to his ceiling. I
Yeah,
think a
but the
part of the
Grizzlies,
issue is that
the Grizzlies were just like
the Grizzlies got good, but they got good in a way that directly conflicted with who he was as a player. And I think that's part of the issue. And every place he went to also did. The Raptors didn't play like his style at all, really. The Kings didn't at all either. Like, I just feel like he never found the place for him to fit right while he was young and still malleable. And then once he got kind of hit that age where he's like, why would I change my game? I'm playing well. Like, my stats look good. I'm still putting up my 20. I'm still having my 30-point games and my like game winners and whatever. Like, I'm still getting it. But it's just like whatever, you know.
mellow
But
syndrome, mellow syndrome. Except you're not nearly as good.
I still will cherish that Spurs team. That's that Dejounte, DeMar, Dejounte, Derek White, DeMar, Rudy Gay, LaMarcus Aldridge team is still one of
Lamarcus
my top
Aldridge,
10 favorite teams of all time. It's just beautiful basketball.
Lamarcus Aldridge when he started shooting threes and making them.
Such beautiful basketball. Like it's just that was his chance, man. And they weren't
Well,
gonna win nothing because duh, but like that was a good team. Anyway,
Rudy Gay. Hope you saved your money, pal.
oh man, come on. All right, so next
His
question:
podcast is
What is
good.
we talked about your favorite or the player that got you into basketball? What is your most hated player for basketball reasons? Not non-basketball reasons. Okay, basketball purely.
Only for best. So no Karl Malone.
No Karl Malone, no Nasty Man, no Patrick Beverly, no Kevin Porter Jr.
I will say I do have a reason.
Basketball.
I do have a reason to dislike Patrick Beverly on the court, but not as much.
Yeah, not the same. You know what I mean though. Not a political reason,
I will say
not a case reason, just
I will
basketball.
say he shouldn't have thrown that ball at that person at the end of that game, bro. He shouldn't have done that.
Well,
Shouldn't have done
yeah, we
that.
can all say that, but like
But
I can go first if you want me to. I can take you
I
straight away.
yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Hey, Hey, let me tell you something. My first big rival, my first I hate this nigga. Hey, I hated that nigga DeAndre Jordan. I
Mm.
hated that nigga, and it was for two reasons. First of all, that Clippers team is so good, and they had us and them had a real rivalry. But
That
second,
dude, that
I
comeback where Nick Young hit all those threes,
I ain't
man.
never seen Nick Young even do that. Nick Young ain't do
Well,
that
well,
his time
well,
here.
well, well. You
And all
you
of a
never saw
sudden,
you never saw Nick Young do that and it lead to a win.
you know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, they use that momentum. But two, then I get on 2K, and DeAndre Jordan in 2K, but it's basically just Shaq.
Yeah,
Gets every board, dunks everything, plays great
because
defense.
if you're big enough, you can hit a post hook. If you're big enough, you can hit a
It don't
post hook.
matter. You can just drop step. It don't matter. You can just get there. And I think also his play style in 2K, which a lot of those bigs like that do. It doesn't really like if you're a Dirk in 2K, it depends on what year it is if you're gonna be good or bad. If you're a
Dirk
Jokic
in
in 2K, it
2K10.
depends on what
Yeah,
year you're playing if you're gonna be good or bad. When you're DeAndre Jordan, you're at least gonna be solid because you rebound well,
they're
and
DeAndre
the
Jordans in
rebounding
every era.
animations aren't like good. So you're just gonna
Hmm.
be in the place all the time. And then B, if you are athletic, you will just dunk everything, and it won't matter. So it's Chris Paul. There was a game I played Chris Paul in my 2K16 franchise on the PS3. Shout out 2K16 on the PS3. There was a point
Hmm.
I I had the PS3 for so long, yo, that I made the John Morant draft class on 2K16. That's how I had to learn who the players were. It wasn't that long ago, man. I had to make John Morant from scratch to put him on the Grizzlies from scratch. Okay, I had to make Scotty Barnes from scratch and put him on the Raptors. Okay, I had to make these players from scratch. I had to figure out what their play styles were from the little bit I had. Okay, we was out there in the trenches. Okay, but
Hmm.
I hated that man under Jordan. Slight second, Stephen Curry. You will see your maker soon, buddy. I love you now, but back then they broke that record on our team. I won't forget that. I won't forget them finally putting off national television for us to get throttled. I know what you are.
In that case, should I hate Klay Thompson?
You don't have to. If you don't hate them, just don't hate them. If you hate them, then do. But if
Okay,
you don't,
well,
then don't.
I guess the
But remember,
closest
they
thing,
beat us so many times, and then after that, they
yeah.
kept beating us.
In
Like
that case, I should in that case I should hate LeBron, and a lot of Pacers fans will say LeBron because he beat us all the time and we never beat him in a playoff series. But I just never hated LeBron. I hated the teams he was on. I never hated him specifically.
yeah,
Um, but probably Tyler Hero actually.
Tyler
Probably,
Hero being your
probably,
most hated player is so funny.
probably because in the first like when we were good, like the PG Roy Hibbert days, I didn't really have like the basketball knowledge to really hate somebody. Even though
Yeah.
I probably should have hated D Wade for
Oh
that.
wait, I just lied. Oh my god, I lied. It's not
What?
DeAndre Jordan. I'm so sorry. I'm
What?
so sorry, bro. Let me tell you who it is. It's two people. It's two people. Let me tell you who it is. Back in the trenches of 2020 Grizzlies basketball, I had to watch a front court of Justice Winslow and Dylan Brooks for the
Oh,
first 2 months of the season. I
oh.
love Dylan Brooks. He's a great player. He still was a good player on the Grizzlies. Don't take this as that. When there was a point, I think it was the beginning of the 2019 season or 2020, when John Morant was out for the first half of the season, where we had Justice Winslow as a backup point guard.
Hmm.
And he only played like 20 games.
Through backcourt, yeah.
And Dylan Brooks was starting at point guard or was running point guard basically with somebody else. The most terroristic basketball I have ever watched. We'd be up by like 8 points. Just when someone would come out the game 8 minutes later, we'd be down by 12. I'm like, what even happened? What's going on? There was a point where I looked at Dylan Brooks' basketball reference, and I saw he was shooting like 29% from the field with like 5 turnovers. It was some of the most abysmal basketball I've ever watched. That nigga sucked. Shout out you though, because you good now. But I had to take that
Okay.
back. I had to go back into the depths of my hatred. I'm sorry.
Tyler Hero for me
That's so funny
because
though. Tyler Hero is so funny.
in the first years, like when I started watching the Pacers in like 2011, 2012, when we were good, I should have hated D Wade for that bum ass tech he got for the bum ass tech that he got them to call on Lance Stevenson. That was so fucking stupid. If you remember, you know what I mean? You know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking
Where it was like I think it was like game 5 of the Eastern Conference Finals in 2014.
about.
It was I think it was the game that Lance blew in LeBron's ear. It was either that game or the game before or after
I
that.
think they was just tired of him.
But Lance like dunked it, then he was like, "What's up?" to D Wade, and D Wade just like looked at him and then looked at the ref. I'm like, "You fucking bitch. Fuck you. Fuck you." Like looking back, we probably wouldn't have won that series anyway, but it was still annoying. But
Yeah, real
our
cooked.
be- our
Shout out
our best
Percocet
ch-
PG though.
Our
Sorry.
chance is probably 2013. But probably Tyler Hero because the first time I really like watched every Pacers game was the 2020 season, the COVID season, and Tyler Hero
Yeah.
annoyed the fuck out of me in the regular season because I was like, he just doesn't look right. He just don't look right, right? Him,
Mm-hmm.
Duncan Robinson. Oh my god, I hated Duncan Robinson too. Oh my god, I hated Duncan Robinson.
Them white boys was dangerous.
But then the first round series again, Indiana versus Miami. People don't talk about it that much, but when they talk about it, it was like Miami blew them out. They didn't have a chance. No, no. All four of those games were close. All four of those games were close. I will swear to you. You can look at the box scores. You can look at the play-by-play. I did. I watched those games live. Tyler, we would be down by like 2 with 5 minutes left in the fourth, and Tyler Hill would hit 3 3-pointers in a row. Then he would go. Then Duncan Robinson would come off a screen and hit a 3 pointer. Then Jimmy would do the same two-handed rim grazer that he always does on a fast break.
He loves that
Then
rim grazer, man.
then Nate McMillan would make us do the same play where it's like the Nate McMillan special. It's like 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Oladipo has the ball at the top of the key. He takes 5 steps back, charges forward, and shoots a pull-up three, and it never goes in. He made he made Malcolm Brogdon isolate on Bam Adebayo in space, which is oh my fucking god. Um,
Basketball.
but Tyler, we just have to execute, which is what I remember him saying. But Tyler Hero in that series annoyed the fuck out of me. Oh my god, he annoyed the shit out of me.
At
Oh
least
my
they'll
god,
lose to the Bucks.
yeah. When they lost to the Bucks, I was so happy. When they lost to the Bucks, I
But that
was.
run, but that
Wait,
run they didn't.
but the next year when they got
But
swept
actually they
and
did.
and
Shout out
Bryn
Brent Forbes,
Forbes
man.
outscored Jimmy Butler, I was
Shout out Brent
so
Forbes, man.
happy because they wore those stupid yellow jerseys. Remember the year
Yeah, I
Miami wore
do.
those dumb yellow jerseys? Yeah, that I was so happy they lost. I was reveling in them losing, and now I don't like the Bucks, and I'm indifferent on the Miami Heat, which is funny. Um, strictly basketball reasons, Tyler Hero. I just don't like the way Tyler Hero looks. And right now, I'm indifferent on Tyler Hero. I couldn't care less about Duncan Robinson, and I like Jimmy Butler. I like Jimmy
All right.
Butler like after 2 years
This
because
is
I
kind
was
of funny.
like,
So
yeah,
this is the second question. The third question: what is your favorite good player? Not like LeBron, but like one of your favorite good players in the league.
T.J. Warren, T.J. Oh, wait, now or
Not a
before?
role player. Not a role player. Like, you could be a star level player, but like not like
Now or
Michael Jordan, LeBron
before?
James.
Now or before?
Generally, any of them.
T.J. Warren, T.J. Warren, T.J. Warren, T.J. Warren, T.J. Warren, T.J.
Is
Warren,
he a star?
T.J.
I feel like
Warren.
he'd be like the question after this. What is your favorite bad player? I feel like
He
TJ
was
Warren's
the
your favorite bad player.
he was the leading scorer on a playoff team. He was the leading scorer on a good
Weak
playoff
ass,
team.
weak playoff team.
We were the fourth seed. We were the fourth seed.
Man, that weak playoff team.
We were the
That
fourth
does not
seed.
matter.
TJ Warren, and honestly,
That's other
uh,
seasons.
well, my fandom was made in that one season, and then the rest of his career when the NBA hold him. Um, O'Shea Brissett, another one that I really like, who I also
And that's
think
your
got
bad
hold.
player? Is that O'Shea Brissett? Is your bad player?
Think O'Shea Brissett's a bad player though.
Bad in the sense of they're not star like
Fine, fine,
star
fine.
players. They're
O'Shea
like role
Brissett,
players.
yes,
They're
yes,
bad in reference to other NBA players.
Because okay, O'Shea Brissett kept me interested in the 2021 season. He was the only guy that I was like, we when we signed him from the Raptors, I think like Raptors G League team, the Raptors 905. I was like, oh, interesting. And then there was this one game. I'll send you the basketball reference page. Maybe you can put it on the screen right now. But it was one game. It was Pacers versus Thunder, 2021. and we had all of our centers out. Sabonis was out, Miles was out, Gogo was out, everybody was out. All of our centers were out. We didn't have a single center, and we started 6'7" O'Shea Brissett at center, and I was like, "The hell is going on?" And we won that game. And O'Shea Brissett had like 25 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 blocks. I was like, I love this guy. And then for the next 10 games, he averaged like 16 and 10. 16 and 10 on 48% from the field, like 79% from the free throw line, and then like 39% from the 3-point line. And he had like highlight dunks, and he was like winning jump balls. I was like, O'Shea Brissett is good. He's the only guy keeping me interested in the season. I'll pull up the stats right now so you know I'm not bullshitting. He went from barely getting playing time to that OKC game where he had to start to the rest of the season, like the rest of the 20 games of the season. He got playing time. I remember it was the first playing game that we were in against Charlotte. Everybody had Charlotte winning. O'Shea Brissett had like 30, 34, 35 points. He hit like 5 threes. And in the last one he hit, he was like, get their bum asses out of here. I was like, I didn't want us to win that game, but I was like, dude, he's so tough. He's so
He's so
tough.
tough.
Please
You're so
keep
tough,
O'Shea
big
Brissett.
bro.
Please keep O'Shea Brissett. And we kept him. We kept him for the next couple of years, but then his playing time started to decrease. And I was like, we don't have a logjam at his position. This is before we got Obi Toppin, too. Like, I was like, why is he only playing off the bench? Why is he only getting like 18, 19 minutes? He was still producing, is the thing. He was still shooting well. I don't know if you remember this one play when Lance came back at the end of the 2022 season. You remember that, right? When Lance
I
came
remember
back? It
that
was
Tom
like
Phillips.
it was a game against Portland. Lance got a
Mhm.
steal. Then he threw like a half court behind the back bounce pass to O'Shea Brissett, who then hit a double pump with reverse poster dunk. I don't know if you've seen the picture, but it's like Justin Anderson right behind him. He's like, "Oh my god!" And O'Shea's like, "What happened? What happened?"
Yeah,
It was you've seen that, right?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
I think that became like a mainstream reaction image too, right? NBA
I
too.
think it
Yeah,
did, but
yeah,
it's been a while since I've
yeah.
seen it. But I think it
But I
did.
was like, dude, he's so tough, man. And there was this one game against the Celtics, 2022. So the Celtics were really good this year. They had that midseason turnaround. I thought we were gonna lose. O'Shea Brissett comes out of the gate, hits 9 threes. 9 threes on the
Yo, I'm a
Celtics.
coach. If
Nine
I'm a coach
threes.
and we lose to O'Shea Brissett shooting 9 threes, I'm pissed.
Dude, he was hitting turnaround threes.
You don't
He was
even
hitting
do that.
dude,
I'd be so
this
mad.
one
Oh
shot,
man.
and I will pull up the box score so you know I'm not lying. You know I know obscure shit like this. You know I do.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Yeah, but O'Shea Brissett spotted up in the corner, shot the three while I was still in the air, turned around, looked at our bench, and was aura farming, and then it went in while his back was turned. I was like, oh my god, I love this guy.
So O'Shea
But
Brissett's
then
your favorite role player. That's what you're
yeah,
saying.
yeah,
Your
but
favorite
yeah,
bad player.
but then 2023 came around. We didn't play him that much. Then 2024, he went to the Celtics. I hated him for that. Still liked him. Still happy that he got a ring. And then he went to Philly. He was a decent role player when they didn't have anybody healthy. And then he was out of the league. He should still be in the league. No major injuries. He still fits that like small ball center role really well. The only thing he can't do well is pass, and that's fine if you're a small ball center. Bring
Yeah, the
O'Shea
play
Brissett
should
back
probably
into the
you're a
league.
play finisher if you're a small ball center. The game ends with you.
He shoots though. He can shoot threes though. He can
Yeah, that's
shoot
what I'm saying. He's a
threes.
play finisher. You
Yeah,
don't need him to pass.
and he can defend too. So yeah, O'Shea Brissett is one of those guys. When people are always like, and you know, you're gonna feel some type of way like this. People are like, Kenny Lofton should really be back in the league. Kenneth Lofton should really be back in the league.
Y'all did
And I'm
not
like,
watch Kenny
yeah,
Lofton,
yeah,
man.
yeah. And I'm like, no, talk about O'Shea Brissett, who should be back in the league.
That nigga
Really,
sucked. Shut up,
it
Kenny.
really,
Shut up, him, man.
it it really hurts me that O'Shea's not in the league and he has to play in that one place that I'm not
We're
gonna
gonna
name.
get to this question later, but that really reminds me of
Shout out O'Shea Brissett.
one of the first drafts I really cared about was 2022. I remember we were going to visit TSU. My parents were in this Airbnb. We were visiting Tennessee State for a preview day. That's why I was going to college. And it was the NBA draft, and with one of our picks, we drafted David Roddy. And I was
Ah,
so sure he was going to be good. I was so
you talked
sure.
to me about this.
And it wasn't that he was gonna be a star. It was gonna be like, bro, this is just a big truck of a nigga. Shooting 50% from none of the corners, just the wings and the top of the key. I'm like, for an offense that just runs and runs pick and rolls, this is the perfect player to just trail.
Right.
You don't gotta sprint, just trail. Do what Jaren does. On the bench is Trail, let Ja get a screen from Steven Adams and run as hard as he can, then just drop it back to you and go shoot it. And I don't know why he didn't work. Like, I think our offense just kind of changed, and like he's kind of just a weird player build generally, but like I don't know why. It's like I think he went to the Suns after that.
He
I'm
went. He
not
went
sure.
to the Hawks too. I think he went to the Hawks too.
Yeah, he went to the Hawks and the Suns. I think he's out the league. I'm not really sure. Let me look it up his name.
Maybe he got too burly because I know. I can see the
He
David
was
Roddy
he
build
was
right now.
big.
Built
He
like
was
Geodude.
big, bro. He's like 6'4", 270. That nigga was
Short ass
big.
arms.
He was built
Short ass
like
arms.
a truck, bro. And I was like, bro, this is such a funny player. And there's a shot chart I posted constantly from him in college, where the corners he shot 4 threes all season, didn't hit any of them.
Mhm.
He shot all his shots from the top of the key and made them greens only, like 50%, bro. It was ridiculous. He was in Houston last year for 3 games. I didn't know he was there.
Okay, yeah, he was.
He went to
So
Atlanta,
you,
then Philly, then Houston. So I guess he's out the league now, man. Shout out my nigga
so
David
you,
Roddy, bro.
so you got O'Shea Brissett. I got O'Shea Brissett. You got David Roddy.
He just stopped being able to hit threes. That's what it was. But anyway,
One guy that I guess it's kind of
well, no,
understandable why
wait.
he's out of the
My answer
league.
isn't David Roddy because he wasn't a good
It's
player.
not.
He wasn't a good
Okay,
role
it's
player
not
either.
good.
He just wasn't good. I just was
Let's
saying
say
that's who he reminds me of.
your bad players, David Roddy.
No, because I'm saying bad is only conducive to not being a starter. I'm not saying bad in
Yeah.
the sense of like they're bad, they're
Okay.
just role players in there.
Yeah.
But you can be a starter and be a role player. I was trying to prove like not a starter, but a player. You know what I mean? My favorite
Okay.
starter that wasn't like a star, I really still rock with Dennis Schroeder. I don't like how much he's
Okay.
traded, and I feel like he's one of those type of players. Like he got traded again. Shout out him. He's one of those guys.
Dumb trade.
Dumb stupid trade. That like every team thinks he's replaceable until they trade him, and then they realize he's not. Like
Yeah.
he's just solid. He's just a good, solid player. Like
He does everything.
Doesn't ask for that much money. Doesn't, at least except that 1 year, which he bit the bullet on. Doesn't ask for that much money. Just does his job quietly. A good role model. A good
role
person in the locker room. Like just a good dude, bro. And his name is Dennis Schroeder, and it's really funny because he's German. Come on.
Every time I see Dennis Schroeder, I think of that one tweet. I'm not gonna say the guys. I always think of that one tweet. Y'all think the mustache man would fuck with Dennis Schroeder on some chill shit? You remember that tweet?
I do remember that. That's my favorite. One of my favorite role players. My favorite good like starter player. It's really funny to think about it this way, but like I'm thinking around the league, around like the times that I was like really watching, and dude, it might literally just be Tony Allen, and I can't think of anybody else. And I'm like, he's a starter, but he's not like he's like a fringe starter, but I really like that guy.
That's weak. That's weak.
But like,
that's weak.
A lot of the players that came in through Memphis around that time were either star players or they just weren't. Like, I'm not gonna pick Ja. I'm not gonna pick Jaren. Definitely not. I'm not gonna pick. Oh, I guess I could pick Steven Adams. I really did love Steven Adams. I love Jonas.
Darrell Arthur.
Not picking Darrell Arthur.
Sam
Tony Roden. Shout out Tony Roden. But a lot of players either like they're good or they're not. You know, like there's no like regular player. Kyle Anderson. I was talking about Kyle Anderson, but like a person that started most of their games, but wasn't like a all-star level player. It's probably like a Tony Allen type of guy. Especially because like that ACL tear or whatever should have really killed his career, and the fact that it didn't is something we don't talk about enough.
It killed one side of the ball for him.
It will kill one side of the ball, but that usually would kill your entire career. If you can't score, that's it. If you're a scorer, that's just all it is.
Especially when you came into the league as an athletic type of guy.
Yeah, you lost that, and he was still super athletic. That's what he's super athletic, not in the vertical way, but in the horizontal way. Like, he's very much agile, but like
also a dumb play. Like, why would you go dunk the ball and after the whistle? Why would you do it? It was a dumb play.
Hey, shut up, nigga.
It was dumb. It was
Shut up,
dumb.
nigga.
I first saw that when I was like 10, and when I was like 9, and I thought it was the dumbest shit ever.
All right, now it's gonna be just your top favorite players of all time. No order.
Oh, this is
Just let
boring.
them fly. Just let them fly. Well, it's a random question in the thing. Just let them fly.
Okay,
It's not
so
about.
my
It's
favorite
just a
player,
scrapbook.
my favorite player of all time is Tyrese Halliburton, like by far,
Why this early?
by far, like
Why not? Why
big
not?
gap.
Why not? Why not?
Because Tyrese Halliburton is the only guy that has made me feel something for my favorite team, like in my era of knowing and actually watching basketball long term.
That
Like
makes sense.
I was kind of too young and out of tune for PG, so I never really got what he meant. But
Yeah.
and Sabonis wasn't that good. Um,
Yeah, he's just a guy.
Oladipo was 1.5 years, so
Yeah.
never really. I dislike Oladipo more than I like him.
Yeah.
Um, we'll get to that later. But Tyrese Halliburton, I wanted him since draft night, and I have my best aging tweets and my best aging thing of my entire life is my perception on Tyrese Halliburton. I had him listed as better than LaMelo Ball before draft night. I was a Tyrese Halliburton truther from night one, and I was saying throughout the season that he should have won Rookie of the Year because he was more efficient, he was a better passer, and he was a better defender than LaMelo as a rookie. Tyrese has never been a bad defender. That was some stupid lies that were made up by some dumb people who don't watch basketball. Tyrese Halliburton has never been a bad defender. And this psyop that was like Trae Young is better than him because at least Trae Young tries. No, Trae Young is a terrible defender. Always was, always has been, and always will be. I got gaslit for a little bit, and I will not be gaslit anymore. I don't see it in him. But there's not a thing Trae Young does better than Tyrese Halliburton. I'm gonna be honest. Not one thing. Not one
Not
thing.
anymore. No. Yeah, I agree. Not anymore.
Outside of shot volume, which honestly benefits Tyrese more.
Trae
But
Young. There was a point in the NBA where Trae Young was the second best offensive engine in the league, and
yeah,
he's far from it now. So yeah.
no, he's not. But Tyrese Halliburton is one, and that's far and away. Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
and number two used to be Miles Turner, but now he might be number two
Not
on my
anymore.
least favorite. Now he's not. Now he
Yeah.
might be number two on my least favorite players. I didn't put
Yeah.
Miles Turner as the most hated guy with only basketball reasons because I thought that would be obvious. So I just went with Tyler Hero. But
Okay.
number two, you want me to be
Oh,
honest? It's
shout
gonna be
out my
boring.
hate for Chandler Parsons, by the way.
Justified.
Which is really not really hate for him, but it's not just that he got paid by that and we got hoed out of that. It's not about that. It's the
He
fact that
keeps talking
he's
shit
gone on
about you.
multiple
He keeps
press runs about
talking.
how he
Yeah,
stole money. That's not necessary. Just be quiet and
yeah,
rich, like everyone else does.
yeah,
Like, why are you
yeah.
doing that? He's doing it just to troll. And it's like, bro, why are you doing that to us as
Oh,
a fan
also,
base?
while we're on that topic, fuck Monte Ellis. Fuck Monte Ellis. Fuck
This is
Monte
gonna
Ellis.
suck because my dad was one of my
We
top 10
we
favorite players
we
of all time.
we
I love my
we
Tails.
signed him to be a second guy to PG after he had that really good run in Dallas and Milwaukee, and he sucked ass for 2 seasons, and we had to keep his contract on the books for 4 more seasons. When Monte Ellis' contract got off the books in 2021 or 2022, I celebrated. So yeah, fuck Monte Ellis for that. You partially drove PG out of town, all right?
Shout out Monte
But
Ellis, bro. Shout out to you,
fuck
man.
Monte Ellis.
I love you, man. You're a good player.
Fuck Monte Ellis and fuck that wax thing that you did with your hands and fuck that stupid handshake that you did after hitting that one shot. All right, I hate
Okay,
everything about you.
number two, favorite player, number two.
It's gonna
Let's
be
get back.
boring. Can you guess who it is?
Reggie Miller, I'm assuming.
Pascal Siakam. It's Pascal Siakam.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be Reggie
This
Miller.
this is gonna be boring, you know. I wasn't around for Reggie. That's why I
It's
can't
not
put
gonna
him
be.
there.
It's yeah, I guess that's fair.
I
But
wasn't
you
around
know,
for
it
him.
might still be your favorite if you didn't watch him like
I mean,
live.
I watch like all the unks on Pacers Twitter, the ones that haven't blocked me for specific reasons. They all like show me stuff about Reggie, and I'm like, yeah, Reggie's awesome. I got 2, 3 Reggie jerseys. I love Reggie, but Pascal's number two for the same reason. He was the guy who first made me feel things as a Pacers fan that I've never felt before, and I tell him that every time I see him at a game. Um, number three is not a
Number three.
pacer. Number three is probably it takes a gap. There's a huge gap. Number three is probably Chris Bosh, because again he was one of my first favorite players. Thought he was cool in Toronto with the dreads and everything. And like as his game aged, I was like he was the first big man to really start shooting threes more often. And just as he started doing that, his career ended. So I still love Chris Bosh. I rock the Bosh jersey. He's one of my favorite players. And also, I used to think he looked like Snoop Dogg, so that made me think he was way cooler. And also, I defended him back when everybody was calling him gay. I don't know if you remember that.
I do remember that. They still do, but it's okay. Continue.
It was only when he
No,
went to
it's,
Miami.
it's just
He should
dumb
not.
conversations.
He
It's just
should
stupid
not have cut. He should not have cut the hair, man. He should
It's so
not have
stupid.
cut
It's
the
just a
hair.
dumb. It's just dumb niggas being dumb, bro. I'm not
It's
gonna do it.
dumb. But
Continue,
yeah,
bro.
Chris Bosh is
That's number three.
number
Do you want
three.
to do your three? You not care about 4 and
I'll do
5?
five.
That's
I'll
okay.
do five.
You want to do 5?
Five.
Okay.
Number 4 is Dwight Howard again. Got it. Got Got. I'm not gonna say I got into Dwight Howard, especially with the hoop. But
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. How you gonna say that about Chris Bosh? Didn't do that. Come on, bro.
because
Let's be
I
adults.
was watching a Club 520 with B Hen talking about Dwight Howard, and I was
Let's
just
be
thinking
adults,
about
bro.
that,
They
man.
never getting him on their podcast, bro. Come on, bro. Come on. Let's be adults, bro.
They were like, "What's his favorite finisher?" B Hen's like, "Probably the body slam. He gonna lay on you for 3 seconds. Don't fight it."
That's so sick.
But yeah, number 4 is Dwight Howard. Because I thought big guys who dunk and actually do cool dunks are the best shit ever. And the fact that he actually tried in the dunk contest that he was in, he probably should have advanced in 2007. That sticker dunk only got a 42, which is insane. Michael Jordan and Dominique and Dr. J were tripping on the judges table. I'm gonna talk about that in my future video. But yeah, I thought he was cool in the dunk contest. I thought Superman shit was super cool. I thought honestly, I thought honestly, like he kind of let Nate Robinson win in 2009 in the dunk contest by letting him jump over him.
Mhm.
And he supports Palestine, so good on him. Good on him. So that's number 4. Number
Yep.
5 is
Domantas Sabonis.
no. Maybe for like a couple months, but shout out to Domantas Sabonis for being a good Jewish representation in the NBA. Not that other guy. Shout out to Domantas Sabonis for being
Shout
good
out him.
Jewish
Shout out
representation.
Sabonis.
Yeah. But number 5, dude. It used to be Amari Stoudemire, but fuck Amari Stoudemire now because reasons. You know the reasons. You know the reasons, right?
Yeah,
You know the
yeah,
reasons.
yeah.
And on that, shout out again Domantas Sabonis for being good Jewish representation in the NBA.
I'll shoot Domantas.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But number 5, God, I loved Amari Stoudemire. It hurt me so much. Number 5, I'm not gonna lie. You know how hard this is, dude? Because it's like 2 Pacers, and then like the list goes down from there. Because I don't feel I don't feel special about. I like TJ McConnell. I'm not gonna put him in my top 5. I like.
LeBron?
No, I never felt that strongly about LeBron. LeBron was always I like you, but felt same way about how I felt about MJ. Same way I felt about Durant and Steph Curry. I like you, but whatever.
That's how I feel about Kobe.
Yeah, same, and other reasons for Kobe. But yeah. What
Shout
I
out
was
you,
saying.
Jokic.
Yeah, shout out to Jokic. Number 5. Honestly, can I just go with Sean Marion? I'll just go with Sean Marion.
Man, do it. Why not? I love Sean. Shout out the Matrix, man.
Yeah, because I originally I didn't really originally get into Sean Marion because of his jumper or anything. If you played 2K11, there was a step back jumper animation. They had certain players' signatures. Oh, you know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly.
You know what I'm talking about.
It's so stupid. It's such a stupid animation.
Well, what's so weird is that they had step back jumper left and step back jumper right. Right? You remember this?
Yeah.
Sean Marion's step back to the right was normal. But his step back to the left, if I give you the video, will you put the animation on here?
Yeah, I can. Yeah,
okay, I'm gonna do it right now, and you tell me if this is accurate. Okay?
Okay, show it to me.
Right?
Yeah, it was nasty, bro. It was so nasty.
So bad. It was so bad, and he never shot like that. I don't know where they got that from.
I don't know who they mocapped for that.
Yeah,
but it's so nasty.
Who they mocapped for that? But yeah, but then I actually watched Sean Marion in Phoenix. I was like, oh, this guy's a beast. Holy shit, this guy's a beast.
One of my top 10 2K players of all time too. Shout out to Sami Zayn, who's always good.
Oh my god! But and in the earlier 2Ks, because when they had the jump shot meter, I was like, I'm not using Sean Marion anymore.
I still was able to, because I'm just looking at his hands. Like there's not another place for me to time it to. It's just his shoulders.
Yeah. It was easier. It was easier when the jump shot animations weren't so canned, and if you did a late release, it didn't just.
Yeah, it didn't do that.
It didn't do that.
I started getting good with Sean Marion 20 2K21, 22, 23, 24.
Yeah,
Same
yeah.
with Draymond. Listen,
Ooh, in
all
2K.
my friends know this. Shout out Zaire. Shout out Shad. Shout out Ant. Shout out my cousin. My nigga, 2K16, 2016 Draymond in my hands is a demonic beast. Okay,
40%
we was
from
putting
three.
up straight buckets, 60% from three, and we're running the offense through him. He's gonna end the game 28 points, 16 assists, 16 boards. Okay, we're getting straight buckets. We're running pick and rolls. He's not sending the pick. Curry's sending the pick.
Yeah.
And guess what? Curry's rolling to the basket. You wouldn't even see that coming. I set the next pick. I fade. I tell him to fade. Then I tell him to slip the screen. Go out to the three. Flashy pass. Trey ball. That's that Michigan State offense. Shout out Magic. Bucket.
Yeah,
Okay. Shout out him.
yeah, so Sean Marion's number 5, and a shout out to Wilt Chamberlain because he's just so insane. And I became a fan of Wilt just after reading all the accolades and watching like old footage of him. I'm like, you didn't exist. So yeah,
My,
shout out
my
Wilt.
favorite
Wilt's an
player
honorable mention.
of all time is probably John Morant still.
John,
With John Morant, which sucks
John Morant, yeah.
because of what he's become in the public eye. I still believe in you, sir. I will still give you this top slot because you made me believe when I shouldn't have had to believe. You gave me hope when I didn't have hope. Shout out to you. Honestly, if John Morant didn't get drafted that year, I probably wouldn't be a basketball fan. Just being honest with you. Like
If you guys,
that,
if Ja somehow got drafted first and Zion, you guys got Zion, do you think you could fix him?
probably, actually. And the only reason I'm saying that is because the Memphis Grizzlies structure as a franchise was pretty good. It still
Yeah.
is. It's not that bad. Like
New Orleans,
the-
New Orleans didn't have shit going on. New Orleans
New
didn't
Orleans
have
didn't have
shit going.
anything. Like Memphis was still pretty good as a structured front office and like decision making from like a coaching standpoint and scouting standpoint. They just
Yeah.
didn't have like the front office skill to match it in terms of like
Do,
free agency.
do you think Taylor Jenkins would have allowed Double M in the facility?
Now the problem is he would not.
do, do,
First of
do,
all,
do you think
the other problem is
the real Maybach music? The real Maybach music?
the problem is Zion Jaren Jackson Jr. front court sounds like the worst thing I've ever watched. That sounds
Yeah.
like trash. I don't want to see that.
Honestly, they might have been better off with just playing Zion at small forward, which is weird.
Which is nasty because then you're gonna start Kyle Anderson at power forward.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be like what?
Or it would have been Zion at the 3, Jaren at the 4, and then center.
So it'd be I'm assuming they would keep Mike in the scenario. So it'd be Mike old.
Still good, still good, still good.
Still good but old. Moneybag Mike.
Mike Dillon.
Mike Young Dylan, which is so it'd probably be like Grayson Allen or something. Zion at small forward, power forward
Jaren.
Kyle Anderson, who can't shoot either, and then Jaren Jackson at center.
Or
it'd be Jaren at power forward,
and then
Jonas at center.
Valanciunas, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
Well, that's not that
Jonas,
bad.
that's not
But
bad.
Jonas can't
That's
shoot
not
yet,
bad.
so you're facing trash.
I think that was the year he became a shooter. So
Yeah.
But,
Anyway,
okay,
John Morant's one.
John Morant. Okay.
My second favorite player of all time is unfortunately still Kyrie Irving. A lot of these are going to be point guards. Kyrie Irving, okay, I'm not a highlights watcher. I'm an analytical watcher of basketball. I like X's and O's. I like cool statistics and stuff. But there's certain players I don't care. Go give me a tough bucket. Kyrie Irving's got one of the greatest highlight reels of all time.
Especially if you're usually a winning basketball player.
Yeah. And he's still like, I don't like the narrative that he's not a winning basketball player because he has been his entire career.
That Boston run really fucked him over though.
The Boston run, but they were still winning, which is stupid to me. They still were winning. They just weren't like finals team. And you signed Gordon Hayward the next year to fix that. And lost. Anyway.
Well, Gordon Hayward, well.
But that's my point. Still, like if that doesn't happen, you probably would still be a finals team. That's a big loss.
if Kyrie plays up to par in that second round versus Milwaukee in 2019 and they still lose, his career would be looked at way differently if he at least
Yeah,
showed up. Because in that series, he played
he
like
was
dog
trash.
shit.
Trash.
Terrible.
Yeah. Kyrie Irving too. I love him. Which is led me to my next one.
Number two,
Um,
Kyrie Irving. Shout out Dr. Umar, unfortunately.
I'll tell you why, unfortunately. Number three is probably is probably John Wall. I love John Wall.
Oh,
He brings me
yeah.
so much joy and peace. He just has such a chaotic style of play. You see the type of players I like watching.
John Wall taught so many suburban white kids in DC gang signs, and I can't forgive him for that.
He did, but shout out him though. You deserve this. You deserve a cushy retirement, King. You made my day. Number
Apparently he's
four is
good.
Zach.
Apparently he's good on Amazon Prime. So good on you for being a decent analyst too, John Wall.
Shout out to Zach Randolph as my number four. I
Okay.
love Zach Randolph, one of the greatest players ever touched this game. And then number five is Mike Conley, obviously.
Boring.
Just cut up.
It's
All
all the
right.
Grizzlies except for one guy. What's an honorable mention? And a non-Grizzly
Well,
honorable
wait, they're
mention.
not all Grizzlies. There's three Grizzlies. You did the same thing. You
I
have
had two
three.
Pacers.
Well, no,
I had
you have,
two. Yeah.
but you would have had three Pacers had you not chose Sean Marion. You tried
Yeah,
not
but
to have three Pacers.
yeah, but my number five wouldn't have been a Pacer anyway.
I guess that's fair. Yeah, whatever.
I mean, shoulda, coulda, woulda, bro.
Yeah,
What
you're
was
right.
it? What was it? John Morant. Number two was a
It
who?
was John Morant number one, Kyrie Irving number two, John Wall number three, Zach Randolph number four, Mike Conley number five. If it wouldn't have been Mike Conley, it probably would be Bron.
Man,
But
outside of Mike Conley, I'd love to know the political views of your
oh,
basketball
you know
team.
what though? I take it back. Never mind. It's Giannis.
Okay, okay, all right.
Yeah, sorry,
Okay.
sorry, buddy. I know you're not gonna like that, but
Well, I don't care. He's suffering right now. I don't care. I don't care.
don't worry, Giannis. You're gonna love Brooklyn.
Willie,
Yes, really.
is he gonna be guest on Michael Porter Jr.'s podcast?
They're gonna be running Michael Porter Jr. Giannis pick and rolls, but Michael Porter Jr. is the roller.
It's so funny when people say like, "Oh my God, Steph Giannis pick and rolls." Y'all don't know who Giannis is. Y'all don't know who Giannis is.
Giannis is
Giannis is
not
not
sending
a pick
picks
and roll.
hard, bro.
It's so weird. It's kind of like the opposite of what happened when Kobe and Dwight teamed up, and they were like, "Dude, Kobe and Dwight, it's gonna be so good. Kobe's gonna hit Dwight in the post." That's not the type of player Dwight is. That's not the type of player Dwight is. I'm
It's
sorry.
it's more like 2K brain, I think, because that's what you would do in
Yeah,
2K
and
if you'd
also
run a
because
Steph Giannis pick and roll.
and also because Bynum was more of a post guy than Dwight was.
Yeah,
I will say, I don't like Derrick Rose not for that reason. Well, for that reason also, but for the reason that should have been Dwight Howard's MVP. I will go to the grave saying that. That should have been Dwight Howard's MVP. It should have been Dwight. No, it should have been Dwight Howard's MVP. Magic were a
sorry,
two
buddy.
seed. Magic
It's
were
too
a
much
two
aura, I
seed.
guess. Too much nostalgia. Derrick Rose is not as good as
You're
y'all
trying
remember him being, bro. I'm
to. Yeah,
sorry.
no, he's not. He's not. People are like, what could have been with Derrick? People, okay, can we talk about this?
That video of who was
The
that?
one that I
Was
sent
that
you? The
Reg?
one that I sent you? Was it the one that I
Well,
sent
he's
you?
like
Was it
LeBron
the
and
one
them
that I sent you?
was trading awards for 5 years. Do you remember that?
No, okay. Reggie Miller said this shit too.
Reggie Miller,
Yeah,
bro.
Reggie Miller was like
Reggie Miller.
for 6 to 8 years. Dwight, Derek and LeBron were going at it for best in the world 1 year.
What years? What years?
Also, I'm not gonna lie. Derrick Rose, that MVP, I would have picked like 3 guys to get it over him. I'm being dead serious.
And then on top, keep in mind, I'm not taking away the accomplishment of this season from him. That was a really good season, his best season, a historically pretty good season.
But people act like he had no help.
That team has like three really really double plus starters on it.
Also, if they were so bad without him, why did he get injured and then they still won like 50 games? Nate Robinson took over and he was great for that team. That was Nate Robinson. Shout out to Nate Robinson. Honorable mention
Shout
to
out
my
Nate
favorite
Robinson.
players
Yeah,
list.
shout out Nate Robinson.
Honorable mention. Nate Robinson's such a weird player because you look at him and you're like, oh, microwave six man, he did really good. But then you see his best season, 17 points a game, but like 32% from the 3-point line. And then his better 3-point shooting years, he averaged less points. He's such a confusing player because Nate Robinson, I think, was good, but not the type of good that you would think out of him. You'd think he's a good shooter, but then his percentages are just meh. You know? It's very weird. And like Nate Robinson was a good player, deserved the career he had, but still, it's like he's such a conundrum. But he was one of my favorite players. So I was like, short guy dunking is really cool.
I think a misconception with short players that is that they need to be elite shooters or good shooters to be good. I think the thing is that people don't recognize is when you're playing people with that level of height, settling for a three is the worst thing you can do. You have to just attack them strong and pray, kinda. You have to get in the
Right,
paint or have to
right.
get like a mid-range fade or something
And,
off a bump or
and
something.
right, and I'd argue the best years of Robinson's career was when he was penetrating more. Like that year in Chicago, he was finishing at the rim really well. And
You didn't have
Derrick
to say
Rose
it
was
like that, but it's okay.
Derrick. Well, okay, well, shout out to him and his kidney. Anyways,
All
anyways,
right,
your
next
top
question.
five is done. Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Are we doing on the team section? All right. So this is your favorite individual year watching your favorite team. I know who this is now because duh, but still.
In order.
Your
I'll do my favorite years in order.
how many years are you doing? Because it's only asked for one, but
I'll do my top five favorite years in order.
okay,
So
sure.
2024, 2025, all the way up. Actually, no, no, no.
It can be your favorite team or just generally
So
your
my
favorite
favorite
season
year of
watching
the
the NBA.
Pacers, 2026-2027 season was really good. So that's my favorite year watching the Pacers. The
First
2027
24,
season, the 2026-2027 season, that's my favorite year.
that's this year.
The 2027 season, next year, next
Oh,
year.
I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing.
Next year. Yeah,
Funny,
that's my
funny.
favorite year. Yeah. But my
Okay.
favorite actual year of team games are easily 2025. Are you kidding me? That's
Yeah, it's only
probably
four.
that might be a lot of non-Pacers fans' favorite year of watching another team. 2024, 2025.
I'm
Cuz I
assuming it's gonna go 2025, 2026, 2024, 2025, and the real list will
well,
show.
not 2026, not 2026. No, this year sucks.
Oh yeah, you're right. 2024, 2025, then 2023, 2024.
24
And then the list begins.
I don't really care. I mean, 2020, 2024, 2023 was cool before Tyrese got hurt. 2022, the second half I loved. The first half was hell on earth. 2021 sucked ass. Probably my least favorite time to be a fan. 2020 was the COVID year. It was good until the playoffs. 2019 was good for the first half. Then Oladipo got hurt. 2018 is my third favorite year. That year was hella fun. 2018 was so fun. Me drinking the Kool-Aid a little bit. We probably
2018,
should have beat the
2019,
Cavs.
right?
2017, 2018.
Okay.
Yeah. We probably should have beat the Cavs that year, but we didn't. 2020, 16, 17 was awful. That's my second least favorite year. 2020, 15, 16 was bad. 2020, 15 was bad, the PG injury year, and then the year before that I'm too young to, have an opinion.
You
So
only
it's
have 3 years. So that's all your
yeah, so
favorite.
it's 2025 gap, 2024 big gap, 2018 and then the field. Again, the last 2 years I actually felt something with my favorite basketball team, and that's why I have them at the top. But hopefully 2027 will be even better.
Yeah, hopefully not.
You're in the
Because I'm a
West, you don't
hater.
care. You're in the
I'm
West,
a
you don't
hater.
care.
I gotta hate. I gotta get my hate off, son. Okay. Um,
You were a Pacers fan for about like 4 games in the finals.
I was, yeah. But all good things come to an end. Um,
Okay, Triple
my
H.
turn. So good things come to those who wait. Okay. I would say my first favorite season is 2018, 2019. And I know
Okay.
you're probably asking, am I that the right year?
That
I have the
year?
right year, right? No, 2019, 2020. So
The
COVID year.
Ja rookie year. Okay. Oh yeah,
The
I
Ja
understand
rookie
why.
year.
I understand why.
The vibes of the Ja rookie year for me as a young basketball fan are some of the best vibes I've ever experienced. And then it's 2020, 2021.
Hmm.
It was my first time being in the playoffs as a fan. That's when Dylan
The
Brooks made
Utah
his jump in the
series,
playoffs. We played the
the
Utah
Utah
series.
series.
We
Hmm.
got swept, but that's okay. It'd be like that.
You won one game.
Then 2021, 2022. So we won
Whoop,
56 games, lost the
whoop,
Warriors in the second
whoop
round.
that trick. Whoop that trick.
After and what people don't remember about that is, if I'm not mistaken, we didn't start the season that good. We were like 9-10.
Yeah, y'all were bad.
Yeah. And then we just flipped this switch, and all of a sudden we just start cruising. and the vibes were immaculate. Like beautiful, beautiful, beautiful time as a fan.
I will have to ask you, as a Grizzlies fan, what do you think of Pau Gasol and his legacy on the Grizzlies? Because nobody talks about him as a Grizzly, but that's where he was at his best, and that's where he kind of made his mark as like a solo All Star. Nobody even people don't even remember Pau was on the Grizzlies. What do you
I think the
think?
problem is like he had 1 year that was recognized like nationally, and the team tore itself down stupidly by firing Waddle Hollins.
Yeah, yeah. But Pau on the Grizzlies, he led you guys to 3 playoffs, and he was really good. Pau was really good
Really
on the
good.
Grizzlies, but nobody talks about
And
him on
then
the
it's
Grizzlies.
yeah, cause like it's weird because like he was good. Obviously, like I said, he was. We fired Hugh
Great.
Brown for no reason. It was just stupid. It was stupid. It was just. I don't even want to talk about it, bro. It's dumb. It's so stupid. It's so dumb, bro. Oh my god, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. Team's so dumb. Team's so stupid. Anyway.
But
Um,
do you consider Powell a Laker or a Grizzly?
Powell's a Laker. That's okay.
Okay. Do you think he should get his
Now,
number retired by the Grizzlies?
should he get his number retired?
Yeah, because he was the first guy to have any semblance of team success with them. They might not even exist if Powell didn't do anything there.
That's probably should get his number retired. That's like kind of though, you know.
Yeah,
My
that bar is
my
low.
my 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 fourth favorite year. To be fair, the Gasol brothers had their numbers retired together, but I also feel like we should have
Yeah,
retired Mark's numbers separately.
y'all
But
retire Tony Allen.
okay.
Y'all retire Tony Allen's number. You can retire Powell's number.
It's not about that. It's about the energy, buddy. You wouldn't
Whatever.
understand. You're not a gritter and grinder like us. Four four is 2015, 2016. I still say to this day, you do not realize how close we were to beating the Warriors. We were tied 2-2 going back. Okay. It wasn't like we, were down by 4 and they rattle off a couple wins. You know what I'm saying? That's not what happened. Okay. We went back to Golden State, tied 2-2, and we couldn't close. But man, those first 4 games that season, bro, and we weren't even like that good. We had 55 wins, so I guess we weren't that good. But like, no one respected us as that good. You know what I mean?
Y'all
Like, it's
just
not like
lost. Y'all just got blown out by them on the last game of the season.
yeah, but it's like, bro, shout out Courtney Lee, Jeff Green buckets, my nigga. Like, come on. Tayshaun Prince is still there for some reason. Bino Udry buckets. Quincy Pondexter buckets. I don't like Quincy Pondexter, man. What y'all know about Quincy Pondexter? Um, love that. And then my last favorite season doesn't exist. The rest of my teams were ass. So, all right.
Not all right.
Now, your favorite NBA team that is not your own. Any other team in the league, but you cannot pick your current team. Who would it be?
Probably Toronto because they're not in America.
It's a really funny answer,
Probably
but I feel
Toronto,
you.
yeah. Because like when I was growing up, I watched a lot of For Y'all Entertainment, which is like a Canada-based like YouTube channel and stuff. I liked a lot of their
Mm-hmm.
videos, and they had like Kyle Lowry, Amir Johnson, like some other Raptors in their videos. And I really liked Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan at the time. And also like in 2019, when they made the finals, I was rooting for them over Golden State to like beat them and kill the dynasty, and they did. So I was like, I'm gonna watch the Raptors next year too. And then Pascal got really good, and then Scotty Barnes got there, and I really like Scotty Barnes. And then we got Pascal, so I'm like, I'm gonna watch a little bit of the Raptors just to support a little bit because I feel like I'm obligated to. And even
Yeah.
now, their team's really good too. So yeah, probably the Raptors are my second team. Toronto's my second team. And as for my West team, I really wish I could say Portland, but for one guy, I can't say Portland, which really sucks because I like everybody else on that
Yeah.
team. I
Everybody
like
else is cool.
everybody else on that team. I love Scoot. I love Shaden. I like
You're gonna love being a Grizzly Scoot, by the way. You're gonna love it.
I like Klingon. If y'all can save his career, please. I like Klingon. I like Yang Hansen. I like Robert Williams. I like Duop Reith
Unfortunately,
too.
there's
I
one
like
of Satan's greatest soldiers on that
everybody,
team.
everybody on that team,
One of Satan's greatest
except
soldiers.
I can't say what I hope happens to him, but I just hope he retires. I hope he retires.
Ah, man, bro. And
Man,
why
it's
do they keep
so
having him?
annoying.
He's meeting with Adam Silver, and it's like, what's
Oh my
going
god.
on?
You know what's going on. You know what's
I
going
know,
on.
but like, I don't want to believe it, but like,
You know what's going on.
you know,
Again,
it's just,
again, shout out Dwight Howard. Shout out
I
Dwight
hate
Howard.
when this gets in my basketball. Anyway, shout out
But
Ava. Anyway,
my West team is I don't know because shout out to Philly. I really like Philly this year too. I fuck with Philly this year. I'm happy for
yeah,
Philly
you have said that a couple times. Shout out Philly.
yeah, mostly because of Joe. But shout out to Paul George too.
You can say Toronto and Philly. You can say Toronto and Philly. That's fine.
Toronto and Philly and my West team before their fans got really annoying and kind of racist was Denver.
Yeah, it'd be like that. Mine is Cleveland.
Ugh.
If you don't remember, I wanted to have an East Coast team when I made my Twitter, and if you look on my Twitter right now, my
It's
profile
Darius
picture
Garland and John Morant. Darius
is
Garland, John
Darius
Morant.
Garland and John Morant because they both were point guards that I really believed in when I first made my Twitter account, and I really rocked with them. I really rocked with him. I really rocked with Jared Allen. This was like before they got Donovan. Like so this was like Colin Sexton. I still to this day love Colin Sexton.
Yeah, he's good.
He's good and like he's good in a short guard way that is actually useful in the sense of like
Yeah.
he still fights on defense. Like he's not gonna just give up. I will never forget the Colin Sexton legacy game against the
Yeah.
triple threat the triple threat Nets.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that. He
That was their
gave
first game.
them buckets.
That
He
was their
gave them
first. That
buckets.
was the Nets' first game. They moved that game to national TV, and Colin Sexton crashed the party. He's still kind of living off that game.
I love it. I love Colin Sexton, bro. If I had to pick another West team, I'm not going to. I would probably pick the Hornets. I really like the Hornets rebuild so far. Ever since they drafted LaMelo, everything besides that one guy,
Saloon.
I really loved. Everything except 27 days, nigga, 27 nights. I really love everybody else.
You
Everybody
know
else on
what
that team, I
sucks?
really messed with.
Why does like the one good NBA player rapper have to be him?
And what sucks is like he's the one type of guy that fits at power forward for them. There's not another
Yeah.
player that does what he does the way that he does it.
And
He's
it
just a bad
sucks.
person.
It sucks that he's good now. It sucks that he's good now. It
I remember
sucks.
when he sucked. That was a good time.
Yeah.
27 days, nigga. 27 nights. Back
Back
11
in Living
Ks, nigga.
Cage. 40 got a knife.
Oh,
Got
all
got
right. Your
this light
most
skin. She
hated
bad.
rival
Put
team.
her
I
on
don't
a
even have to ask
flight.
that question. Your most hated rival team is the Bucks. I don't gotta think about it.
Fuck the Knicks.
You hate the Knicks more than you hate the Bucks?
Historically wise, yes, but in terms
Just
of
generally, right
what
now. You hate the Knicks more than you hate the Bucks right now. Today.
right
Right
now,
now, today. Because you're answering them for right now, today. What do you answer?
right
Knicks or Bucks?
now, I feel bad for the Bucks more than I hate them. So right now, because the Knicks are winning basketball, fuck the Knicks. Fuck the Knicks. I can't wait to meet them in the playoffs next year when all the hype has died down and we kick their ass. I can't wait. And because they're the Knicks, Cat will probably still be on the team. It's going to be easy pickings for insert center here and insert top 5 pick here. Fuck the Knicks.
Mine is the Warriors and the Lakers. They're tied. The Warriors beat us every year in the playoffs. I don't get it. I would put the Spurs here because for a long time in my childhood, it was make the playoffs to lose to the Spurs, and that was it.
Yeah.
Right? But the Spurs were a respectable franchise. They didn't do all this yapping and talking. They didn't have like this kind of weird fan base. It wasn't like that. It was just like they were just
This
like
wasn't
good,
this
respectable
wasn't like
basketball.
this wasn't like the Spurs of 2007 where you got Bruce Bowen diving at people's ankles.
Yeah. This is respectable old people putting up respectable old buckets, and I can respect that.
It's like shitting on a retirement home. Like you
But you
don't
other
feel right
niggas,
doing it.
hey, when we John Morant saying we're good in the West. What makes me so mad about that is what is he supposed to say
Oh.
to that? We're scared of the West teams here. What is he supposed to say? I don't understand. Like, was he supposed to be like, man, the Lakers are so scary. We're so afraid of I don't know what he was supposed to say.
I still
People do
don't.
this thing.
I still don't get how y'all lost that Lakers series. I still
We
don't get how
should.
y'all lost.
It was because it's two reasons. One,
LeBron.
Jaren Jackson Jr. is trash. That's one. He's not trash for real. He's trash in hypotheticals. We still have not seen a good Jaren Jackson Jr. playoff series. We keep talking about Ja. We keep talking about Dylan. We kept talking about Steven Adams or Jonas Valanciunas or
Bam.
other people. No. Jaren Jackson Jr. is the one player on our team I've never seen get me what I needed. Never. Never. Even in the play-in, we beat the Warriors one time in the play-in. We had the last laugh one time. Jaren didn't do anything besides foul Steph Curry multiple times. That's all he did. And I think it's just the type of player he is. He has such a anemic play style for playoff basketball where he's a high fouler, but it's clear fouls. So it's not like he's playing hard and getting fouls. He's just clearly fouling them.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So you're getting called more. You don't shoot threes at a high clip anymore. So you're only in the short mid range, and that's schemed out. And you don't dribble well, and you don't pass well, and you don't finish well, and you don't rebound. You don't get no dirty work points at all. So it's just a whole thing.
It's
Ugh.
like you're describing.
And
It's like you're describing Miles Turner.
right? But the Warriors beat us. The Warriors have been our kryptonite in two separate generations of Grizzlies basketball.
And then y'all told Dylan Brooks, "Get the fuck out of here."
Which was understand. He got scapegoated so crazy, and even in the moment, I was like, I'm glad he's gone because I think he needed a change of scenery. I think we both needed that. But it's like, why y'all acting like that's the only reason we lost? That's not it. Like, whatever.
So when you
Whatever.
so when you see him talking shit now, like shit on the Grizzlies, you're like, you know what?
I
Fine.
understand. I agree. I'm not mad at him. Y'all saw Dylan Brooks got drafted during our worst, or we won 19 games during our worst season. He was our rookie that season. Playing, having to learn behind the old guys, then having to grow up with this new group and have to kind of teach them to have a culture. He's the worst culture setter in the NBA by talent, not as a derogatory statement. Every team he's gone to in the NBA, even in college in Oregon, every team he's gone to, he's been the culture setter. Like a guy that's like, hey, I don't need you to like me. I don't need you to have like this unadulterated love for me. I'm gonna go out there and do what I think is right to win the game. That's all I care about. If that means talking trash, it means I gotta talk trash. If that means I gotta shoot these threes, it means I gotta shoot these threes. If that means I gotta fall on the ankle, I'm gonna fall on the ankle. But he's not trying to be nice. He's not trying to like skirt the line. He's just him. And for them to scapegoat him against again, and the Lakers were the one team that we didn't match up well with. They were the one team in the West that if we played them, I knew we could lose. Every other team in the West, I was like, we could probably beat them. We could probably beat them. Like, if I'm not mistaken, for a lot, I gotta go look at the standings of that season, which is a little stupid to do right now. But I need to do it for my own personal like
Y'all were I
vendetta.
think y'all were like the 3 seed. They were the 6 seed.
But when I saw who was the 6 seed, I knew we were gonna lose. I knew it was over. Because if I'm not mistaken, I gotta find just like the season. I gotta find this on Basketball Reference. Sorry, this is difficult for me to do. I apologize. Okay, so it was Minnesota Nuggets, Warriors, Kings, Lakers, Grizzlies, Phoenix, Clippers.
Mm-hmm.
I think we could have beat almost every other West team but the Lakers. Everybody else I felt strongly about. I think we had a good matchup with the Timberwolves. I think that was the we would have beat the Warriors, who I think were the 6 seed.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the Grizzlies were the 2 seed,
Oh yeah, you were. They were the 7th seed. Yeah.
right?
Wait, wait,
So when
wait,
I
wait.
saw it playing,
This was 2023, right?
yes.
Yeah, yeah. That was when Darvin Ham was still a good coach. Yeah.
So I'm thinking we're gonna play the Warriors, and we can finally get our get back. And they just jumped over them. And when I saw it was the Lakers, I said, "Who's gonna guard Bron and who's gonna guard AD? Because it can't be Jaren and it can't be Dylan. We don't have
And
nobody else."
and Dylan Brooks got that assignment and got scapegoated.
Sucked. Now, granted, he shouldn't have been talking. That's not what I'm saying. But it sucked. Now, these
Did you
are.
face palm? Did you face palm when he came out in that Stone Cold vest that one time?
I knew it was fried.
Yeah.
Nobody wears that and wins, bro. I knew it was fried. I've never seen a nigga wear that and not immediately embarrass himself. Now this is a top 5 favorite teams. I do not mean top 5 favorite teams in the NBA in terms of like team title. I mean
Like years of
individual
teams.
seasons, years of teams, or eras of
And
teams.
not our own
Like
team. Not our own
not
team.
our own team. Just our top 5 favorite
Oh
teams we like
jeez.
watching, or we believe that we liked, or we like more respect,
Okay.
whatever you feel like.
So my top 5 favorite teams. My
Yep.
favorite team, not named the Pacers, an era, probably the 7 second or less Phoenix Suns. Like from
Hmm.
2004 to 2000, like right before the Shaq trade, which was dumb. They should have just paid Sean Marion. But man, that team was the Joe Johnson, the 2005 Suns. Actually, that team was so good. Man,
Yep.
they would have won the championship if Joe Johnson didn't bust his eye during that dunk attempt. Which I don't know if you've seen that.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
But yeah, but dude, that team was so good. They would have beat San Antonio in the conference finals if Joe Johnson didn't get hurt. They probably would have beat Detroit as well. But man, Nash with his first MVP running the show. Then you had Joe Johnson when he was still athletic, when he didn't change up his play style, when he was a defender too.
Hmm.
Off the bench, you had Barbosa. You had Kurt Thomas, I think, was on that team. You had Amari before the knee injuries and before the other stuff. Um,
Yep.
you had oh my god, dude. They didn't have a good center, but it didn't matter. They did
What
center
about
by
Bo Outlaw?
committee. Bo Outlaw, I love Bo Outlaw is one of my favorite role players ever. One of my favorite role players ever is Bo Outlaw. I love Bo Outlaw. Just a bald dude who wore goggles and got a lot of blocks and dunks and couldn't shoot a lick. I love Bo Outlaw. But dude, they had like um not him, but they had like dude, I'm like blanking right now, but they had such a good team. They had such a good team, and they probably would have won the championship if Joe
What
Johnson
about
didn't
Jake
bust his eye.
Voskal, I think. Is that his name? Jake
Jake
Voskal?
Vashuko. Jake Vashuko.
Jake Vashuko. There it is.
Oh, they had Wesley Person on that team too. Sniper. Wesley Person was on that team. Man, they had so many good
Shout out
players.
Quentin Richardson.
Q Rich was on that team. They probably should
Jim
have.
Jackson.
Oh, Jimmy Jack. Dude, how the fuck did they not win, man? And those guys fit with each other so well. And that was the year
Man,
that
if we could have saw the Spurs play that team, it would have been such a cool series.
well, we did see the Spurs play that team, but it was a different team. It was a
Yeah,
different
but it's
team.
not the same.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not that team. It's not that team. And the way that you feel about the Spurs as a Grizzlies fan, imagine how Suns fans back then felt about the Spurs. Oh man.
Both
Oh
feel the
man.
same. They'll
Yeah.
turn us up.
Yeah. But at least the Suns beat them in a playoff series later on.
Yeah.
And then lost to Kobe in our test. Shout out our
It'd
test.
be like that.
Another one of my favorite players, our test. But dude, that
That's number
team
one.
really should have won a championship, and it sucks that they didn't. Number two, the 2009 Denver Nuggets. '09, when they traded Iverson and they traded him for Chauncey Billups, and Chauncey Billups was in those Adidas commercials. Dude, Chauncey Billups is my guy. You know, I don't, shouldn't be scamming people. But still love Chauncey Billups. But
That was funny.
yeah, but Chauncey Billups
Okay.
is my guy, dude. And like Melo was actually locked in that one year. Him and
He
George Karl
was.
actually liked each other. Oh man, that team, bro. I'm getting flashbacks. Nene,
Shout out to Nene.
Birdman Anderson, like a guy who looks so racist to the point where you're like, he's probably not racist. Um, shout out Lars Fredrickson and CM Punk who have that same motif. Shout out Brody King who has that same motif as well.
Hmm.
They look so racist where you're like they're probably the most liberal white guy you've ever seen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Fred
You only
Durst
feel
has them too.
comfortable look. You can only feel comfortable looking at a racist when you're not racist.
Yeah, I think Fred Durst fits that too, right? Fred Durst.
Shout out Fred Durst, yeah.
Yeah, shout out Fred Durst. But dude, oh my, JR off the bench. Oh man, back when JR was still a loose cannon and he was like getting high on the court and he was like dropping blood signs during games. Oh my god, bro! When JR was dunking on people, they had just gotten rid of Earl Boykins. Shout out Earl Boykins. But Linus Kleza, remember him?
I do remember Lennox
Linus
Glazer. I do.
Kleza, who was the center that they had? They had a one like black bald center, like a tall black bald guy. I think it was like Francisco Ellison or something. They had Francisco Ellison on that team.
I think I know that name. Yeah.
Anthony Carter on that team before
Is
he went.
Eduardo Nahuara on that team?
Eddie Nahara on that team, the second greatest Mexican basketball player of all time.
Shout out
Um,
email.
Dude, that team was so good. And honestly, they had the drop on the Lakers. They probably would have beat him if a couple things went their way. And I would love to see Orlando versus Denver in the finals that year. I would love to see that, man. That would have been a better matchup than Lakers versus Denver. Honestly, that really would
Yeah.
have been. And like see Dwight and Melo go at it and see like man, I'm getting flashbacks right now. Man, that team was so good. That was one of 2 years in his entire career that Melo played winning basketball. And it was so beautiful to watch. Like, I still go back and watch that clip of him fighting with Kobe, fighting for defensive position in the playoffs. They take that clip and they're like, Melo could be a good defender if he wanted to. He just never wanted to. Which is true. Melo had the physical tools, but like he never cared. He got his money. Um,
Yeah.
and he got his money and he got a hot wife and he was like, that's it.
Hey,
Shout out
that's
Kyan.
all you need
Shout out
sometimes.
Kyan.
Huh?
Shout out Kyan. Shout out
Yeah, shout
Kyan.
out
I think he's
Kanye.
doing good. Um, but dude, that's number two. That team was really good. Number three, bro. I'm gonna have to go with. Let me think. So many good options. So many good options. 2019 Philadelphia is number three.
Such a good
Oh
team,
my
man.
god. I
You
mean,
were so close, bro. I know
the
everyone
three
keeps
team
saying that to you, and I'm sorry,
the
but you were
the
so close.
the three teams that I'm picking, two of them should have a championship. One of them could realistically get a championship. But man,
Yeah,
that Philly team, if you put that team and put them in the NBA right now, they're the best team in the league. They might be better than OKC. Because man, that Philly team was good. It was so good. They fit each other so well. They fit each other so
that Philly
well.
elbow, man. That Philly elbow freestyle, man.
Dude, you had Ben
Man,
Simmons. You had Ben Simmons. You had JJ Redick. You had Jimmy Butler. You had Tobias
smart JJ
Harris.
Redick, 17 point per game.
Yes.
JJ Redick.
19 point per game. You had Tobias Harris when he was still good. You had Jimmy, Ninja Headband Jimmy. You had Joel. You had like peak athletic Joel when he was like
Yeah,
doing the you know what was this thing that he did? Remember? He was doing
the
windmill
airplane.
dunks, the airplane.
Yeah,
I love Joel so much, man. I cried with him, honestly. But dude,
shout out Marc Gasol, man.
and then
That's y'all.
at the end and the bench you had Robert Covington, prototypical 3-and-D wing Robert Covington.
Tennessee State legend, Robert
Yeah,
Covington.
Robert Covington. You had Dario Saric when he was worth a damn. Um, uh, Lisco, if you're watching this, I'm sorry.
We love you though. We really love you, Lisco. We really
Yeah,
love you.
we
You're
do.
so good at what you do. You're so good at what you do. You
You're
keep
kind
going.
of
Anyway,
inspiring me a little bit, but yeah,
yeah,
Dario
you've inspired
Saric.
both of us, but screw that guy.
Whatever. You know what? A tangent, real quick. I love Lisco, but
I love Lisco.
when Tyrese tore his Achilles, and I saw her tweet that this reminds me of when Dario Saric got hurt in the finals. I was ready to take the nearest chair and throw it against the window. I was like, my favorite player of all time got hurt. My franchise, my king,
That's
one
her
of my
favorite player of
favorite.
all time. That's who it
One of my
is.
favorite people in the world got injured, and I'm seeing Dario Saric comparisons on the internet. I turned my phone off and
Yo,
I cried myself to sleep that day. I love you,
man, when
Lisco. I
y'all don't
love you,
understand,
Lisco.
when Cammy called me, I was in Orlando. I got off work. I just started a frozen pizza, and I wasn't even watching the game
Yeah.
because I just got home. Cammy called me. I picked up the phone. I said hello. I heard Hang up.
Just me. I don't think the camera caught that.
Because I didn't
I
know.
don't think the
Because I
camera
didn't
caught.
know.
I don't think the mic caught that. I picked up the phone. I just yelled in his ear, and then I hung up.
Just screamed,
And
bro.
then you
And
remember,
then but the thing was, I didn't know he got hurt. I was watching the game, so I was just confused. So I looked at the score, and I'm like, but they're like right there. Why is
yeah.
he so
But then you
mad?
looked at the highlights, and you were like,
Then
oh,
I went on Twitter, and the first thing I saw was like 82 tweets of being like, "Oh man, not like this, no." I'm like, "Oh,
oh.
something must have happened," and then I saw,
I cried
and I
that
was like,
night.
"Oh man,
I literally texted you like I can't get the tears out of my eyes right now. Like I
yeah."
was
But
a
my nigga was hurt,
mess.
bro.
And then when
Cammy,
he
I want you.
tweeted when he tweeted that he would do it all over again, I cried again. I love him,
I'll tell
bro.
you this, Cammy. Listen, I think I made fun of you during that. I regret making fun of you.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember
It
that.
was
I
like
want you to know my favorite thing about you, man, is you're so passionate about the stuff that you like, and it can
yeah.
be almost too much. But I'm so glad you're the way that you are, bro. Never
Yeah.
changing,
It
bro.
was
I know that
man,
hurts your
if
spirit.
it was Ja, you would do the same thing. If it was Ja, you do the same thing.
I don't have that much passion as you do. I think
If
you're
the
a very
Grizzlies
passionate,
made
emotional
their
person.
first
I don't care about
finals, if the Grizzlies made their first finals and were about to beat the best team in the East and Ja tore
I
his
mean,
Achilles,
but I've been like that in other sports. Like the Titans were a game away from
yeah.
winning the Super Bowl, and we lost.
Yeah, but
The
you
Titans
never
were
had that
1 yard
happen. You
short.
never had that happen though. You never
I
had
mean,
that
yeah, but
happen.
like,
But also that's never happened to anybody. So like that's never happened to
yeah,
anybody.
it's a very unreal. It's like I'm never gonna know what that's like.
It's
Hopefully, no
unrealistic
one knows.
until it happens. But
The
shout out
only people that
Tyrese,
can
man.
know what that feels like, ironically enough, is Jason Tatum and the Celtics fans.
But even that happened when they already won a championship. So no, no.
But still, like they were right there. You're like, damn, I'm right here.
They were losing the series. They probably would have lost the series anyway.
But still, you feel like
You
I'm
can't
right
compare
there.
them.
That's the
You can't.
closest comparison I
Yeah, yeah,
have.
yeah.
It's
Well,
not the perfect. It's the closest.
the
All
closest.
right,
Other than that, there's nothing else. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, yeah. So number three is
that's your
that
third
Sixers
team. So now
team.
you're on number 4.
Yeah, we went from that to Lisco to this. Shout out
Yeah,
Lisco.
shout out, let's go. We love you.
But man, number four for me is gonna be. Let me think here. It's gonna be so funny because we were just talking about this guy. It's gonna add on to my dislike agenda, well, hate agenda. The 2013 Chicago Bulls. The 2013 Chicago Bulls.
Yeah,
The year that guy was injured.
that is some real life hatred. Hey,
Man. But the
that is some
2013
pure
Chicago
hatred.
Bulls, like that was when I really started to watch the Bulls. I was like, oh, Nate Robinson's killing him. Joakim Noah, oh my God, he's gonna make All NBA team. Luol Deng is so good. Boozer's still good. Man, and I'm like, they got Marco Bellinelli off the bench. I think like Kyle Korver just left, but Stacey King on commentary. Man, that team was good. They won like 50 games without him, and they gave LeBron a scare in the playoffs. You remember that? When Nate
They
Robinson
did.
blocked LeBron? Remember that? When Nate Robinson had like 30 points in a row in like one of those games? Bro, that's my fourth favorite team. That 1 year of Chicago without him, that team was so good. Oh my God, Jimmy Butler was just starting to get rotation minutes. He was young, like little hatchling. Jimmy Butler. He dunked on Bosch
Yo,
that
he
year.
looks so crazy in those photos, by the way.
Oh my God, dude! Like the
Yo,
shadow
he
on his
looks so
face and stuff.
insane.
He still has
Yo,
like the scar on his like cheek right here where the bandage
yeah,
used to
he
be.
looks so insane.
Yeah,
Shout out,
he needed the blowout hair. He needed the high top to
yeah,
grow into it.
shout out to K14, Jimmy Butler, man.
Yeah.
He's a has potential, pretty high potential. Anyway,
I forgot Nazir Muhammad was on that team. You remember Nazir Muhammad when he
shout out,
benched LeBron that one time? You remember that, dude? Nazir Muhammad was on. Omar Ashik. Remember Omar Ashik?
shout out Omar Ashik, bro.
Yeah, Omar Ashik. I think Kirk Heinrich went back to that team too. That team was so good. That team was so fun. Okay,
All right,
number five, my fifth favorite team of all time. This is so tough again, man. Again, there's
this is probably
so
the
many
best
good.
question I have on here.
Yeah, this probably is. You know what? Number five, that team. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know
Knuckleheads.
what that meant.
The 2002 LA Clippers. The
Oh, okay.
2002 LA Clippers. You look at that team and you're like, how the fuck did this not work? You know? That's one of those teams where like they're too talented for this not to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, I'm gonna go off based on what I remember. Point guard was Jeff McInnes, Keon Dooling, and I think they had Eric Patkowski. Decent rotation. They had Quentin Richardson. They had Darius Miles. They had Corey Maggette. They had Lamar Odom. They had Elton Brand. They had Olowokandi getting some good production out of him. They had a good, talented team, and they somehow never made the playoffs. Even in that Western Conference, they were so talented. And you see that one clip all the time, the triple alley oop that they did at the end of that game, where it's like guy gets the rebound, throws it to Lamar Odom. Lamar jumps in the air, catches it, throws the lob to Darius Miles at the end of that game. You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about? You're like, how the
yeah.
fuck did they not make the playoffs? That's my number 5. That Clippers team.
For the record, I think this question will be the last one, and we'll save the rest of it for the next podcast so we can get to the wrestling stuff before you have to go.
Yeah, we
Just so
gotta
you know
talk
it.
about that. We gotta talk about
But
that.
my top favorite team, number one, it's a little blasphemy, but it's Lob City Clippers. I specifically when Paul Pierce was there. I don't know why.
2017?
That team is so locked in my head, in my brain. But like those last years, but specifically, especially
Okay.
that year, because DeAndre Jordan in like 2012, 13, 14, that sort of era, he was good, but he wasn't like an all-star. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't like defensive team level yet. When he finally hit that, like, and they were healthy at the same time for that little bit, the series where Chris Paul hurts his hamstring, but
Yeah.
still pushed the Spurs out right in 2015, bro.
Yeah,
Oh my
bro.
goodness, that team is so fun to watch,
Side
bro.
note, how did Blake not get injured when Chris Paul hit that game winner? You know what I'm talking
Dude,
about?
every time I watch that, I look at Blake like, bro, holy,
Yeah.
why did you try that?
Yeah.
Bro,
Did
Blake Griffin,
were you mad when Draymond said that thing
what thing? Oh, what you want?
to Paul Pierce?
No, it's just really funny to me.
It's still really funny.
It's,
That
it's hilarious to say to somebody.
you think when Paul Pierce heard that his heart like sank?
He's not wrong.
What do you say to that? What do you say to that?
I don't know what you say to that. It's just there's sometimes where insults are so intelligently crafted, you just have to sit there and take it, bro. There's nothing else you can say. You just lost.
Yeah. And Draymond's the king of that. Draymond is the king of
Yeah,
that.
Draymond says a lot of dumb stuff, but when he says the right thing at the right time, it just gets you. You
Like,
get
dude,
got.
if he told me keep chasing that farewell tour, they don't love you like that. You thought you was Kobe. I'm fighting him. I'm fighting
I might
him.
retire the next night. I might not make it
I
just
might
as I
literally
can't do
I might
this.
walk out of the arena. I might pull a Harrison Barnes. I might walk out of the arena.
But that team is so good. Chris
Yeah.
Paul, JJ Redick, they got Paul Pierce sometimes. Remember Josh Smith?
That one series, yeah.
That one series? Oh my goodness, bro.
Jeez.
Buckets, my nigga.
I
Jamal
love how
Crawford off the bench.
yeah, I
Man, they
was about
had
to say
shout
about
out
Jamal
old
Crawford.
Danny Granger. Shout out Hito
Yeah.
Turkoglu. Shout out Ryan Hollins.
God damn, the real retirement home.
The
God
the
damn.
real retirement home. They had old niggas in there. Jared Dudley coming in at
Glenn
power forward in the
Glenn
corner.
Big Baby
Glenn Big
Davis.
Baby David just giving niggas buckets.
They're giving
Oh
them
my
nothing. Giving them
goodness.
nothing, but yeah.
Giving them a whole lot of
Have
buckets.
you seen that clip of Glenn Davis? Like he gets mad at a hotel and he rips the keyboard off of the computer. Have you seen
That's
that?
terrifying, by the way. That's a terrifying video
Have
to
you
me.
seen it? Have you seen it?
I have. That's a terrifying
It's
video to
so
me.
funny because
That's
like can you put the video right here? Can you put a little bit?
if I can find it. Just send me the
Yeah,
stuff.
I'll send it to
I
you.
can
But you
yeah.
can do it. But it's so funny because he reaches for it the first time, he fumbles it, he doesn't fully get it. Then he gets it,
Yeah.
he pulls the shit out of the
It's
computer, and the
ridiculous.
computer
It's ridiculous.
shakes. And there's a woman in the background. When he pulls it out, she goes like, dude, it's so
Bro, that's
funny.
terrifying, bro.
It's so
Anyway,
funny.
that's my number one team. I love that team. My second favorite team is no questions. It's the 2014 to 2018 Spurs.
Okay.
That era of
Okay.
Spurs basketball
With Kawhi,
with Kawhi, and even once he leaves, that Spurs era
still
when
we're
they're
good.
still being
Still
good,
we're
bro, it's
good.
just so much beautiful basketball, and it didn't
Yeah.
matter who came through the door. You were a
They
good player.
bought
It
in.
didn't
They
matter.
bought in.
They bought into you, bro. It didn't matter. Derek
Genuinely
White, we bought into you. It
man
didn't matter.
when they got Wemby,
DeJounte
I was
Murray, when
like,
he played defense,
dude,
it didn't matter. We bought into you.
when they got Wemby, I was like, okay, we didn't get Wemby, but I'm happy they got Wemby. They deserve
Yeah,
Wemby.
they're a team that's like, we know they're going to use him right.
And I give an
So
honorable. Wait,
good
are you?
of a
What
team,
number are
bro.
you on? What number are you on?
2.
Okay. Wow. Really?
Well, you kept interrupting me. We
Feels
keep
like we've
stopping to
been
talk
talk.
about stuff, so I
Feels
have
feels like we've been talking for a while. Okay, number 3.
number 3. Shout out the 2013 Celtics.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. Okay,
Was that the
one
was
of
that
my
the year
favorite
that
players.
was that the year they played 81 games?
Maybe I don't know, but
Because
let me tell y'all something.
because of the thing.
Y'all know I love. Y'all don't want to know this because he was snubbed off my favorite players list.
Rajon
Rajon Rondo is one
Rondo?
of my favorite players of all time, and it's one of the only times they gave Ron the ball and said, "Hey, go do whatever the heck you want to do."
Yeah.
Avery Bradley hounding niggas, chasing
Brandon
niggas
Bass.
down.
Brandon
Brandon
Bass.
Bass, Jared Sullinger,
Rest in peace to the great Fab Mello too. Rest in peace
Fab
to
Melo,
Fab
man.
Mello.
Shout out my nigga
Syracuse.
Jay Crowder. You will forever
J-
be a Grizzly in my heart and my spirit. I
Jawan
hate you, Andre Iguodala. I hate you. Shout
Jay
out,
Crowder, Jawan
shout out.
Johnson.
Who
Man,
is
that
the
was a
center? David Lee? No, Tyler
no.
Zeller.
Tyler Zeller.
Tyler
No.
Zeller
Not
and
Tyler
Kelly
Zeller.
Olynyk, I think.
Not Tyler. No. You're thinking of 2016. You're thinking of 2016. 2015, there was 2013. The 2013 was that the year
2013.
the last year of the Big Three or the year after they traded the Big
That was the
Three?
year after. So this is between.
Brandon
This
Bass would be their
is.
center. Brandon Bass would be their center because Tyler Zeller got drafted to
Well, who's at
to the
power
Celtics.
forward?
Tyler
You're
Zeller
right.
got
You're right. You're
drafted to the
right.
Cavs. Yeah,
Who's at power forward that year? Is it
at
Jared
power
Sullinger? No, it's still probably Jared
Gerald
Sullinger.
Wallace maybe Gerald Wallace.
Nah, he was not playing. Nah, he was not playing like that.
He was
Let me
playing.
go look. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look.
2014 Boston Celtics. We're doing a lot of researching today.
Yeah, we got to. We gotta get down and grit
Was this the
in
year
the
they won?
grinds.
Was this the year they won 25 games?
Yes, and I don't care. I
Okay.
still love that team. Wait, am I thinking of 2014, 2015? No, I think I'm right. I think I'm thinking of the right team.
Wait, when did they? What?
I'm thinking of 2014, 2015. Sorry. I'm thinking 2014,
I thought.
2015.
Wait, I thought 2014,
Sorry.
2015 they lost Rondo.
No, Rondo's still here, I'm pretty sure, right?
No, Rondo
He's
was
still
gone
here.
after 22 games. Rondo was gone after 22 games.
Am I bugging?
I
Who am
think
I
you're
thinking
thinking.
of?
I think. I think you're thinking of the last Big Three year where Garnett, Pierce, and Allen weren't that good, and they just
No,
gave
because I'm
Rondo the
thinking of
ball.
Avery Bradley and Jay Crowder and all them. I'm not thinking of anybody else.
On Avery
Man, I mean, to be
Bradley.
fair, I didn't say the team was good. To be
I
fair,
think
I don't remember how good the team was.
I'm not gonna lie. I think you're no I think you're thinking of 2015-16, but
But I
Rondo
am saying
wasn't
Jay
on
Crowder,
this
which
team.
isn't true. But I'm thinking of like Avery Bradley and
I think you're
like
thinking of like
Jared Sullinger
the first few
and
years. I think you're thinking of like the first few games of like that Rondo
Kelly
season, that last
Olynyk. That
Rondo
makes
season.
sense.
Yeah, I
Jared
think you're
Bayless was there
mixing.
for some reason. Don't know what that was
I think
about.
yeah, I think you're mixing up seasons.
Marshawn Brooks and Jordan Crawford. Yeah, this is the right team. Yeah, it's a 22-win
Jameer
team. I don't care.
Jameer
I don't
Nelson
care.
was on that team. What the fuck?
That's still such a wonderful team to me. Not in the sense that they're a good team, but that I liked them as a
Oh,
group of people. I just thought they were cool.
Jordan Crawford. Okay, Jordan
Yeah,
Crawford,
right. They had
Jeff
some really just
Green,
fun people. I just like
Brennan
some of their players,
Bass,
bro.
Jared Sullinger,
But like that era of Celtics
Joel
basketball, from
Anthony.
like then to 2016, I love that era of Celtics basketball.
What's number
Anyway,
4?
number 4 is the 2018 Cavaliers.
Just LeBron.
And yes, it's just about LeBron. I will never forget 2018. We're on a bus trip to Washington, D.C. with my middle school. Because that you're having 50 middle schoolers and random adults haul into a bus and take an 18 to 19-hour bus ride from Memphis to DC there, and then a 19-hour bus ride back. On the way down was we watched in the hotel room the entirety that week we were there, the entirety or most of the Boston that the Tatum series happened, the Tatum Bron series
Okay.
that year. Nigga, oh my God, beautiful basketball is being played. But the entirety of that run, it was the first time in my fandom as a player, and I hope this makes sense. When I'm watching, it's like how I imagine humans watch like the Avengers fight someone and destroy
Mm.
the city. I'm like,
Yeah,
bro, what
LeBron
do
is a
you do?
superhero. LeBron is a
What
superhero.
do you do?
LeBron was a superhero.
There's so many teams in the NBA were like, oh, they did all by themselves, but you're like, they really didn't. They still had some good players here, good players there. No, this is maybe one of three times in NBA history where it is literally just
It's
him and
LeBron.
nobody else.
It's just LeBron.
It's just LeBron. And he's doing it every game, constantly. No breaks. He's not sitting on the bench. It's just full send. LeBron's gonna control the entire game. Doesn't matter who's on the court, bro.
What's so
And
funny
that breaks.
is if we beat if we beat the Cavs in that first round series and we faced the Raptors instead, they probably would have beat us. The Raptors would have
The
beat
Raptors
us
would have beat
in
y'all.
six. Yeah,
They'd be in the finals.
six. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But because it's the Cavs and because it's literally just LeBron, they swept
Just
them.
LeBron.
Just
Yeah.
LeBron. Just LeBron.
It's such an good
I honestly,
team, bro.
I honestly think
Not
that was
really. It's just him.
I honestly think that was the year that made LeBron from like a great player to like a mythical figure to these people.
That was
That
the first
was
time I felt mythically attached to him.
yeah,
Every
yeah,
other
yeah.
point,
Like
even
3-1.
2016, he was touchable.
Kyrie was there. Kyrie was there. Kyrie and
Yeah,
K Love
he
were
was.
good.
Kyrie was there, but he was still touchable. I could still like conceptually understand, like,
You're still
you know,
touchable.
you're still touchable. Will you perform when there is money right in front of
Don't say
him?
that close. Don't call him touchable closer to the camera. Please don't do that. Please stop calling him
Will you
touchable.
perform when they got
Please stop
money right
calling
in
him
front of him?
touchable.
Run up on that boy and kill his cousin right in front of him. I put that on his head, so I know that he's untouchable. Sorry.
God damn.
It was just an improbable
Impossible?
run. I will never forget that year or the next year
The 29. Yeah, the Lakers one.
because my last favorite team is the 2020 Lakers, the 2019-2020 Lakers. It's a COVID year,
Oh,
which I
yeah,
know
that year.
isn't technically the next year, but it basically is. That middle year is canon. That doesn't count.
I honestly
It's
like
not
that
canon.
year
It doesn't
better
count.
than I like that year better than the COVID Lakers. I would
I
love to
don't
see what happened if
because
LeBron stayed healthy.
the 2019 Lakers are the combination of all my favorite parts of basketball. It's a cooked up white boy with a lot of swag, and that was Caruso.
LeBron finally
It's
playing point guard. LeBron finally
it's
playing
LeBron
point guard.
finally and just doing it. It's AD at his
Yeah.
peak powers, not a fake peak powers.
Dwight Howard
Dwight
redemption
Howard
arc.
putting in work,
Redemption
putting
arc.
in that work.
Redemption arc, bro, in LA.
Rondo off the bench didn't even have
Danny
to do that much, but he's there.
Danny
Danny Green
Green
being
and
trash.
Danny Green and KCP getting death threats. Yeah.
Avery Bradley there. I don't. He didn't. Again, it's not like
J.R. Smith and Dion Waiters getting a ring. Shout out to them.
it's like a combination of the other parts of my favorite teams in one team.
Yeah.
And they beat a team I was rooting so heavily against
And
because they
also,
stole Jay Crowder
yeah,
from me,
fuck yeah, I was
and I
rooting
was
against the
so
Heat too.
angry.
And
And I
also,
was saying, like, bro,
also, did the Kobe factor change? Like, did the Kobe factor add that to
and
you?
the Kobe factor, that other part, it's like I
Exactly.
remember, and I think we had to talk about before, me and you, but not on like podcast or anything. Is that time I still had a PS3 only, and I was doing a Kobe Create a Legend on 2K13. The moment I've been doing it for like 2 weeks, I was playing him against the Heat right when the news broke. And my parents hated Kobe. They hated the Lakers. They hate Kobe.
I hated Kobe too growing up.
So they cared, but they kind of didn't. They were like, well, he kind of sucks. They didn't really care, which is a little crazy.
Wow.
Granted, Colorado, but still, it's ridiculous. Either way,
your parents didn't care about that.
I don't know if no, my dad probably did care. Actually, I take that back.
Your dad cared?
He looked. But to be fair, my dad hates Kobe the way I hate. Like, I can't even think of what I hate. My dad might hate Kobe the way I hate Israel. I don't know.
Can we say that? I was tiptoeing around that guy in Portland, but now
Big Netanyahu, we love you, man. Anyway, we did it last time.
Wait, did you just say Big Netanyahu? We love you. No, we don't. No, we don't. Oh my god. Oh
Shout
my
out, shout out,
god.
shout out social credit, bro. Shout out social credit.
Oh my
Um,
god. Palantir is
I
watching.
I think I dead serious think my dad hated that nigga. Fully understandable. Remember, my dad watched. He also remembers the Kobe Shaq Lakers. He remembers that. He didn't just live
Yeah.
through our version of Kobe. He lived through both versions of Kobe and the version of Kobe that took part from us. You know what I'm
And
saying?
gave y'all
Like,
Kwame Brown. Gave y'all Kwame Brown.
yes, yes. And then we went on to draft Hashim to beat. Yes,
And Javaris Crittenton. And Javaris Crittenton.
yes. Like,
Which
but bro, that season and especially the playoff run, they played some of my favorite iterations of players, and they just that regular season game technically, but in the bubble where they play the Clippers is one of my probably my top 20 favorite games I've ever watched because in my eyes, I'm thinking LeBron's finally kind of cooled down, and he literally switches on to both those LA stars and just locks in. Did not care. Right? I just love that. I love that team, bro. Shout out them. Now,
honorable mention for my favorite teams. Shout out to the 2010 Charlotte Bobcats. Another one of my
yeah,
favorite
shout out that
teams.
great team. Another one. Shout out
Not a
to
great team, but
the
a great bad team.
2011. Am I right on that? No, 2012 Milwaukee Bucks. The Monta Ellis, Brandon Jennings Milwaukee Bucks, and Larry Sanders. I really love
Was
that
it, was it
team.
was it that one year where Dwayne Wade was like, where Brandon Jennings was like before that series with the Heat? He's like, I think we could beat him in 6. And then
Stupid.
they cut to
Stupid
D Wade
decisions.
they cut to D Wade and D Wade just laughed and didn't say anything.
Stupid.
I,
Still don't know
but
why he said that. Stupid.
that Bobcats team is so interesting to me because they had Ray Felton at point guard. Ray Felton is one of those guys where you can't call him a bust because he had a long career and he did pretty well for himself, but like he was never really, you know. And the Hornets, no, the Bobcats, because they're the Hornets. The Bobcats had a history of getting guys like that. Their first point guard, little history for y'all. Their first point guard was Braven Knight, another one of those guys who was just fine, but never really got to that next level. And in Charlotte, he was fine, but never really got to the next level. Then they drafted Ray Felton. Again, Ray Felton, fine, never got to that next level. Then they drafted DJ Augustine. Fine, never got to that next level. Then they got Kemba. And Kemba was probably the worst first star you could ever have for your franchise. Because how the fuck do you build around Kemba Walker? How the fuck do you build
That's
around
crazy.
Kemba Walker? The one great year they had in hope of a playoff run was 2016. Remember that? The
I
Miami
do.
Heat. Shout out Big Al Jefferson too. Maybe they would have
To be
won
fair,
a.
they made the playoffs in 2013,
Yeah, but
right?
they got swept. They got swept that year in 2014. They got
Oh, they played
swept,
LeBron. That's
and
what's an
and and
unfair
and and,
scenario.
and also Kemba wasn't the best player on that team. It was Big Al Jefferson was the best player on that team. Big Al was the best player on that team. Matter of fact, that was the
To
year
go on my YouTube,
Al made All NBA third team and didn't make an All Star team for some reason somehow.
to go on my YouTube, there's two videos up. It's my Chicago Bulls suit that
Fixing
just dropped. Shout out, y'all.
fixing MJ's mistakes.
But it's fixing MJ's mistakes, which is the Charlotte Hornets rebuild. This only has one episode. That nigga Al Jefferson missed every shot I shot that entire year. I'm not joking. Literally everyone. I've never been so
Kenyon
perplexed in my
Martin,
life. The real
Kenyon
life Al
Martin.
Jefferson, great player.
But at shooting guard, they had like I don't remember who they had, but dude, they had this really cool 1-2 punch of Steven Jackson and Gerald Wallace. Bro, first option Steven Jackson winning basketball is so fun to watch. Steven Jackson's one of those guys where you don't think he's that good, and he overhypes the fuck out of himself. But man, it's the Steven Jackson is one of those guys where if you look at a forum and it's complimenting Steven Jackson, it's probably from Steven Jackson on a burner account. But
Yeah,
Steven Jackson was genuinely good and genuinely really clutch. And the fact that him and Gerald led that team to the playoffs. They had Tyson Chandler, but Tyson Chandler wasn't even good that year. Averaged like 6 points a game. They
yeah.
had they had fucking hell. Oh my god, Sean May. Remember Sean May? Remember
Shout out, Sean, man.
they had I think they also had Nazir Muhammad. Um they had
What's up with you and Nazir Muhammad, man?
I don't know. He's just on a lot of teams that I like. Again, I'm probably just thinking of that B Hen video where he's like, "You gotta call to the organization. My ass hurt too bad. I can't play. Dwight, we need you. We playing Shaq tonight. Put Nasr Muhammad in." Oh God! If it wasn't Behan, it wouldn't be funny. If it wasn't Behan, it would be
Yeah,
funny.
if it was somebody else, it wouldn't be funny. It's just the fact that he's
Yeah,
saying it. Also, that nigga that runs a fake behead account, I think he might be a terrorist.
yeah, and he's like calling people out saying they don't have lives. You run a Behan fan account, bro.
You're running a fan account of just a regular nigga, not a, not a
Not
basketball
not
player,
not
not,
Teague, not the NBA player on the
not
podcast.
team, not the NBA player,
Just a
not
dude.
even like a fan muse. No, just a regular nigga you can find on the street. No,
Behan,
no.
just
It's
Behan.
like it's
But
like it's like making a stand account of the nigga that works the drive through at KFC, bro. No, no, that's not. You're not. You can't. You don't get the right to tell niggas they have a better life, bro. It's stupid.
but let
Anyway,
me look at
I'll give my
let
honorable
me
mention before I give one
yeah
more. But
let me look at this team right here. Man,
honorable
this team
mention
was fun, bro.
is the Pelicans in the half of the year when they had DeMarcus Cousins. That
No, it's
second half
it's
year.
no, it's the second half of the year they traded for him, and then the first half of the year tore his Achilles.
Yeah, that 82 game stretch, technically one of the greatest teams I've ever watched in theory. Not really, just hypothetically. Holy, bro. AD is gonna be looked at in such a weird way because history's gonna remember him as a Laker that underperformed, I think, and that really sucks.
Yeah.
Because for so much of his career, he was
He
the
didn't have any
only
help.
guy working.
And then
He had no help.
the 1 year he had help, and it was good DeMarcus Cousins too. That was the best
Good
DeMarcus
help.
Cousins has ever been.
They giving
DeMarcus tore
niggas
his
the
ACL.
work.
That's the worst thing Chris Paul has ever done. That's the worst thing Chris Paul has ever done. That's the worst thing Chris Paul has ever done. In garbage time, he didn't even need to go for that rebound, but then he did. And he tore DeMarcus's ACL.
Lord, man. Shout out to Marcus
Yeah.
Cousins, man. Well,
Yeah, shout out,
yeah, shout out to Marcus Cousins, man.
yeah, shout out to Gerald Henderson Jr.
Shout out Gerald Henderson Jr.,
Gerald
man.
Henderson
Holy.
Jr.
Portland Trailblazer legend Gerald Henderson Jr. Okay.
Charlotte Bobcat legend. Shout out to the guys you're paying to be in shorts. That video. Michael Jordan
Little
Michael Jordan saw himself in Gerald Henderson. Now I don't know what glasses he was wearing, but he saw himself in Gerald
bald guy that
Henderson.
shoots a lot. Shoots a lot of mid ranges. Got it
Gerald
right.
wasn't even bald back then. He was receding back then. Probably just a bald. Probably just
So was Michael Jordan when they started.
a slashing athletic dude from North Carolina. Michael wasn't receding. I don't know why he shaved his head. His hair looked good before he shaved his head. I don't know why he did. Yeah, it did. Michael with the shortcut, it was good.
Nah. That's recency bias.
No,
Not
it
recency bias, but
isn't.
like that's like
I've never
historical bias.
no, it's
No,
not. I've never seen a video of
no.
Michael Jordan balding.
That fade looks so fake, bro. No, that's not clean.
Oh,
I'm
that one
sorry.
picture? Yeah, that one picture was
That's that
bad.
fake. That fade is so fake, bro. That's not clean. Take that
That
off.
one,
Get
one picture.
get that yam off your face. I know that's ironic coming from me, but get that yam off your face. That's not gonna work, bro.
I think I'm just imagining that one picture. You remember in 202Ks there were 3 pictures of Jordan that they'd use.
Yeah, it's young Jordan, which is nasty fade. It looks so out of
yeah, it's
place.
young Jordan where he's not even smiling. He's just looking at the camera like he doesn't want you to be there. You know which one? Yeah, that one. And then it's the second one where he's kind of smiling, right? The second one, like
Yeah.
1990, and then it's the old one where it's
And
like
then
there's a
old
shadow.
Michael with the
Shadow.
mustache.
Yeah, the mustache and the
Gets
shadow.
darker.
They had 2 of Scottie Pippen too. Remember, young Scottie was like
Yeah.
smiling and shit, and then the other one he had the same shadow thing that Jordan had.
Mythical fourth picture where he has a towel over his shoulder and he's looking like this.
Yeah, the Michael one. Yeah,
He's doing that. Yeah.
Hey, do you remember that one headshot that people used of Michael before he was in 2Ks? It's like him kind of tilted at an angle, wearing the Bulls jersey and looking at the camera. Yeah,
Yep.
and then they always gave Dennis Rodman the same portrait. Remember, it was the same one of like half his face is visible, and it's him in like 1996. Remember, you know which one I'm talking about?
Or they would like for the Pistons, they didn't have a picture for him. It would just be his face in the game. It wouldn't
Yeah,
actually he wouldn't actually have a
which
picture.
is stupid. They couldn't find a Dennis Rodman portrait of him in the Pistons. He didn't look like that when he was with the Pistons. I don't understand why
A
they kept
team
using
that I'm gonna put on this
Yeah.
too. I'm gonna mention the Spurs team with Dennis Rodman.
Oh yeah.
Y'all don't know nothing about that, but that's
Yeah.
basketball.
But
Okay.
also Dennis
Lost in history, but that's basketball.
Dennis that was probably the best Dennis Rodman ever was, but then he got suspended during a playoff series, which is Dennis Rodman. He probably deserved it.
Yeah, which is like it's like well, you probably had it coming, but
Yeah,
man,
exactly.
man, you're such a good, but man, that was such a good team, man.
Ugh.
Anyway, it's time to talk about a bad show. It's time to go from good basketball to bad wrestling. The time has come. Now, before we even get started, Cammy,
Oh my
I told you how this was gonna go. I told you last episode exactly how it was gonna go.
I don't even know if you thought it would be this bad. I don't know if you even
I
thought
didn't
it
think
would be
about.
this bad.
I told you Sammy was gonna lose.
By
I told
number
you.
20, by number 26, when I thought of how many people were left in the Rumble, I was like, yeah, it's not happening. But
I told you Sammy was gonna lose. He
man,
wasn't gonna be in the Rumble. AJ was gonna lose.
it was worse than I thought. It was worse. It was worse. I actually,
That might be
I
the worst Royal Rumble I've watched of all time.
well,
Dead serious.
2022 is worse.
It
2022 is worse, but you know, 2022 is worse when
who won 2022?
Nasty Man won.
Was that Brock Lesnar? That's Nasty Man.
Yeah, Nasty Man won. Remember, he lost the world title earlier in the show to Bobby Lashley, and then he showed up in the Rumble and won that shit.
I don't even remember that Royal Rumble off the top of my head.
And
Why would I
then
not remember that?
and then Ronda Rousey won the Women's Rumble. That was the worst. That was the
That's
worst.
trash. Yeah.
But dude,
Sorry, I don't know why I did
oh
that, but yeah.
my god, dude,
That's probably
this
the
was.
worst one I've watched from like you had so many other options to
You
that
had
worked,
so
and you
many.
just picked none of them.
Fuck Sammy coming in and winning. Fatu could have won. Breaker could have won. You could have had Oba just run the
And there's
gauntlet
so
and
many
win.
parts in the Royal Rumble that are booked stupid. Brock not selling for Ia is just unnecessary. And it's the type of stuff that it's like, I think you made this tweet on Twitter,
Me?
and I should have liked it. I think I forgot to. When you asked, like, what is it like about Brock if you like Brock right now? People that like Brock, what do you like about him? Because I don't see it. He sucks. Everything he does sucks.
Can I read some of the replies? Can I read some of the replies right now?
You can, but they're all stupid. But yes, you can.
Okay. But I asked a genuine question. What do you gain out of your fandom outside of owning woke and spitting in the face of abuse victims, which is what they're doing? So here we go. He's good for making guys, and he does great work when he wants to try. When Cody beat him and it cemented him as a tip-top guy, and the matches were fun. Okay, that was 3 years ago. And then last night was confusing though
The
because
only semi-fair point, by the way, in
but
that
that
entire
doesn't
thread
work
is that.
anymore because Brock doesn't care. Brock doesn't
This
care.
is true. This is true.
And then okay, here we go. Your point is immediately invalidated when you say Brock Lesnar is not good at wrestling. He's one of the greatest of all time. He didn't need to be at the Rumble at all, though. But it's Saudi being Saudi and demanding all the top stars. Why do you like him? Not with the
Yeah.
company. Why do you like him? You, Darius Coleman Jr. Why do you like him? Why do you like him?
I don't like him. Why'd you do that?
Okay.
Why'd you have to put my full government?
I think people know your government name, so it's fine.
Okay, but you don't gotta give it to him longer.
Here's a good one. Here's a good one. You ready? You ready for this one?
Yeah.
Does your pussy hurt from typing this? LMFAO. Shut the fuck up and go get some motion.
I saw that
Answer
one.
the question. Answer the question. And then I replied, said a whole lot of nothing. And then the guy replies, same with your R-worded ass posts. Shout out to them. I'm probably one of them, but I'm not gonna say that word.
Probably one of them is in an insane state.
I probably
I'm gonna let it go.
I haven't gotten diagnosed.
That's really funny.
Yeah. Let me see. He didn't abuse anyone. Shut the fuck up. Okay. Okay. Here's one by Dictator, and their profile picture is John Cena and Mao Zedong mixed together. Okay. 3, 2, 1, 5. Okay. Here we go. He's definitely good at wrestling. Countless great matches in his career. He's booked like an actual superstar, and the idea that some IWC couch potato degenerate is talking about the gas tank of a former NCAA D1 wrestling and UFC heavyweight champion is actually hilarious. Why do you like him? Why do you like him?
Gawk, bro. Get the penis out your mouth. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, and at the end,
and those are accolades from 30 to 20 years ago. That doesn't matter to the conversation.
And I said,
why do you like him, bro?
At the end, I asked, "Are you just attracted to him?" Somebody said, one of my friends said, "To be honest, you were making a good point for the genuine question, and didn't need to make the techie quasi homophobic jab at the end." You know me. You know I didn't mean for that to be homophobic. You know I didn't mean for that to be homophobic. Can I explain myself here? So I'm gonna talk about this in my Sami Zayn video, but But I think a lot of these Vince-pilled wrestling fans, a lot of weak-minded people, watch wrestling to fill out their vicarious fantasies, and I think that's why Brock is a big source of enjoyment for them. The idea of this big fucking dude coming in and beating everybody up and not caring, and
Not
also
just
the
a big
idea
dude, a big white country dude
a big white country
that
dude
can just
beating
go in
him
there and
up,
do
and
stuff.
also him having the lawsuit and all that stuff. That probably made them like him more because he did something bad, and he did something that those people probably dream of getting paid, and not in money, but and and nothing happened. That's why they keep shitting on wrestlers for the supposed lack of size. It's a McMahonism. That's not me being homophobic. That's me attacking their psyche. And you know what's so funny? These people are probably the most homophobic people on earth, the people I'm talking about. They're probably the most homophobic people on earth. I'm not being homophobic. I'm just keeping it real. Uh,
I bet your second favorite wrestler is Lex Luger.
why? The guy whose gimmick was looking at himself through a mirror?
I know what you are.
Okay, okay, and then I said, and don't say he draws. He doesn't really, or he puts butts in seats. Are you getting a cut of the revenue? Please give me actual answers.
This is the thing too about this, and this is kind of a social political thing, but this happened
I
in
mean,
rap
this is
music
kind of
too
a
a lot,
semi-political. This is kind of a
where
semi-political podcast.
it's semi-political anyway. But I'm saying like generally, we're at a point of fandom in so many things that people want their person that they're a fan of to do good so bad that you jump over actually enjoying them. You jump over that to talk about numbers or ideals or
This is why Drake has half his fan base.
like half of we both watched that FD Signifier video for about the
The
beef. You remember that, right? Well,
I
the
just
one of
watched
the
it today. I
right
just watched it while driving from Macon to Atlanta. I just watched it.
one of the greatest points he makes in that video is the entirety of Drake's fan base now
To being number
is
one, I
built
want it to
off
be
him
number
just
one.
being number one. That's all that
And
it
then he
is.
says those people don't give Drake the credit that he does deserve. They probably like
Yeah,
One Dance, but they probably think Pound Cake or Chicago Freestyle is dumb. And shout out to Drake because he has some good music, but those people don't appreciate his good
like
music.
early Drake has a real life lane. There's a lane there that
Yes,
he does
he
well.
has a lane
Take Care
there.
Drake has a lane there. Even Views and Summer
Thank
16
me
Drake has a
later.
lane that he does
Thank me
well.
later.
Yeah, that's a
Views
good
is good,
lane.
by the way. Views is
It's
good, by the way. Views is
once
good.
he hits 2019, 2018 is when he stops caring. Because now it's not about being good, it's about being number one. And I think in that same view, this is why the show was so bad to me. In that same view, WWE is the exact same company. WWE and
Oh
Drake are
my
very
god.
similar in that
Yeah,
your
they are.
entire selling point is being the number one brand and nothing else. You don't
Exactly.
actually do wrestling. You do like
Exactly.
viral
Entertainment.
moments and pseudo stuff.
Entertainment.
But the thing
Entertainment.
is, it's not entertainment to us, it's
It's
entertainment
not.
to
Yeah,
you.
it's entertainment to you, and it's entertainment to the casual fans that you think you're gonna lure in. I guarantee you, if you make Ilya Dragunov world champion tomorrow, ratings will not tank. I guarantee you, because people will still watch because their favorite wrestlers are still in the product, and the best thing that's gonna happen is they're gonna see, oh, this Ilya Dragunov guy is really good.
It's good. I like watching
If
his matches. I like how
Yeah,
I watch his matches.
if Sami Zayn becomes world champion, the ratings will not tank because people will be like, "Oh, Sammy's actually way more nuanced than I thought he was. He's not just like this guy that we thought he was." The ratings will
There
not
are
tank.
so many booking decisions, especially in the Royal Rumble specifically, over the entire Royal Rumble pay-per-view, that felt like they were created just for a viral tweet. And you have like Braun being taken out by a Max Man. I know that no one talked about that as a bad decision. That's
It's
stupid.
terrible.
You
It's
having the
terrible.
entire storyline, that's one of the only Royal Rumble storyline leading up to the Royal Rumble was Braun Breaker not being in it.
And you
One of the
immediately
only
ended
ones.
it. You immediately ended it.
Now, granted, him being taken out by Obafemi,
Oh, okay,
that's
do
fine.
that. Do that in the last
But
10
you
minutes.
even
Do that in the
still,
last 10 minutes. Do
yeah,
that in the last
do
10
that in
minutes.
the last 10 or do that when he's already being a monster. Have him come in at 10 or 7 or 5 or something and have him get eliminated, then have the Masked Man stomp him. You don't have to do that first.
Speaking of Femi, I thought they were going somewhere with him potentially getting the elimination record, but no. Brock comes in, immediately gone, and then Brock gets eliminated while Jey Uso's doing his entrance. What the fuck is that? What kind of continuity do we have? I'm being dead serious. This is not the company that I grew up on. It really isn't.
This is what I'm saying, and this is what I was talking about. Me and you can't. Cammy, when AW first started and we were friends, you knew I was a strictly WWE guy. I was a strict dub guy, nothing else.
Yeah. You were like me.
This might be it for me. I'm being so dead serious.
Did you see
This might be it, bro.
you see shout out Tommaso Ciampa. Shout out
Shout out to
Tommaso
Tommaso Ciampa, bro. Oh my god, that was a good match. This is what I'm saying.
Such a good. You watched
The
it.
thing about AEW is this. And I didn't watch the match fully. I don't want to make it seem like that. I'm saying I watched like the clips of it. It looks like a really good match. This is what I'm saying. WWE obviously has the money. They have the deals. They have the sponsorships and the big stadiums and all that stuff. AEW has a fan base because they picked a lane.
A rabid fan base that will defend their every move to their best.
What's a good example of this in like a music standpoint? To me, a really good example of this is if WWE is the Drake, I wouldn't even say that AEW is the Kendrick. AEW is the Pusha T.
Or Meek Mill.
Well, I'm not gonna pick Meek Mill, buddy. Hey,
no.
I'm not gonna do that.
we don't know if that Pusha stuff is true. It's probably not.
I don't think it's true. I'm not. And also, being mentioned and actually doing something is different. I don't agree with those two things being.
Shout out to Pusha T for winning his first Grammy. You're one of my favorite rappers of all time. I love you, Pusha T. I'm very happy that I got to see you and your brother perform. I love you, Pusha T.
Yeah, they was hooping. Shout out Malice. Shout out all both of them. Anyway, either way, them niggas are good. Like, it's not just the fact that AEW puts on good matches, but they know that's what their goal is. They're still gonna put on good stories. They're still gonna show good television.
Tony Khan is maybe the greatest matchmaker booker in wrestling history. He might be the best matchmaker in wrestling history.
Because he just listens. He might not get everything right, but he just listens.
Yeah, and Tony grew up on the forums. He's a fucking mark. He's a nerd. Tony's a nerd. You know that? Tony grew up on the Reddit,
and that's okay.
Forums, the Reddit,
but no,
forums,
we got niggas in the writing room that like.
Michael
Here's
Hayes,
the thing:
Road
people
Dogg.
like to act like this writing group is so much different from what happened in 2007 or 2000. 2000 after there. These are the same people.
It's just Vince.
They're the same people.
It's just Vince isn't there.
It's the same.
And he might be.
He might still be there.
He might be, but dude,
it's the same
and with you, what you're saying here about WWE fans just wanting to be number one, I'm gonna put this in my Sami Zayn video, so maybe I might make a separate video for it. I don't know, man. This Sami Zayn video is gonna be fueled by anger, and it's gonna be great. I'm gonna look to drop it maybe during WrestleMania weekend. I think that's a good time to maybe drop it. WrestleMania weekend as it's getting.
We're gonna drop our indie review mukbang right after.
That'll come like a couple weeks later.
Yeah.
But dude, it's the reason why every time AEW does something, the first thing you see in the comments are not AEW fans. Who are the first people you see in the comments? Go ahead. Who are the first people?
WWE fans.
And what are they doing? And what are they doing?
Hating, hatred. Gotta hate.
And it's not even valid hatred. It's just because doing this in front of empty arenas. You're gonna do this much numbers on TV.
All this for a hot dog. All this for a hot dog.
When I'm gonna say this, fuck billionaires and fuck him because he's a billionaire. Tony Khan is richer than the McMahons, which is that's funny. Yeah.
Well,
man, listen. I think
so stupid.
I wouldn't be surprised if Tony made that decision with Tommaso after the Rumble, just to shove it to him, because that was a great decision. It honestly got me out of my seat. And I like Tommaso Ciampa too. I've liked him since 2017 when he was in DIY. And seeing Tommaso get that big stage and beat Mark Briscoe for the title and actually feel like it meant something.
Right off of him having that really good match and then not doing anything else.
The Ilya match? Yeah, the Ilya match. Yeah.
He came out the match, they didn't do nothing else.
And it really sucks because there's so many guys in WWE that I wish would just go to AEW.
And and there is some stuff that AEW doesn't do well. I'm not saying AEW is a perfect company. Like one of my issues with AEW,
they don't know how to book big guys.
And and they also have almost too many people. It's like an oversaturation of really high talent because you're a nerd. So you almost have like too thick of a roster to build everybody, if that makes sense. But even with that, every week, you can know if I tune into this show, I'm going to see one good match at least.
I will see Kenny Omega.
I will see Kenny Omega.
I will see Andrade.
I'll see Ricochet. I'll see Swerve.
Hangman.
I'll see Hangman Adam Page. I'll see MJF.
Ospreay.
I'll see.
Well,
I'll
MJF.
See. Not anymore, Ospreay, but don't do that. Hey, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Even me, as a WWE only guy, MJF got me. He did.
Man, I'm not gonna lie.
Swerve
That
got me.
last promo was rough. That last promo was rough, man. That last promo was
Hey,
rough.
hey, man. MJF is one of those people where like he's either hot or he's cold. That nigga was cold.
Brody
It's
King,
bad.
Brody King out talked MJF in that promo. You like
That's
Brody King?
bad.
You like Brody King?
I do like Burger King. Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah,
But like, it's like a bunch of these
Bandito
like
too. Bandito, you like
yeah.
Bandito?
And AEW, I think one of the really good things about them, which this is underrated about the wrestling company, this is what WWE doesn't do well. Triple H and that creative team wants a story to last an entire year so bad that they just drag everything out.
How
That
many times?
Swerve
How? Oh my!
Hangman story
It was
was
quick
long.
to the
It is
point,
long,
and it
but
worked,
it
and it
was to
made
the point.
sense. It made sense. Like there's not
It went
one
point to point.
there's not one storyline in AEW or matchup that I'm like, oh my god, get it over with already. You know?
Well,
No, no.
Cole and MJF got to a point
Well, that
where
was
I was like,
because
get it
Cole
over
got
with.
hurt. That was because Cole got hurt. That was because
Yeah,
Cole got
but
hurt.
like even like that, um, even like the MJF, the MJF Punk feud
Quick and to the point, and it was good.
to the point.
And
The
how many times has Randy stared over Cody's shoulder? How many times has that happened?
even this isn't a feud technically, but Bryan versus retirement over with, quick and out.
Bryan Danielson, yeah, exactly. The Death Riders were a bit long, but the payoff was so good.
The
Hangman
payoff was
winning,
good.
man.
Even right now, like the entire like John Moxley thing is good. It's good television, and it doesn't feel
Him being a fighting
stretched.
champion.
And I think a part of that is because, even if the story sucks, I'm gonna probably get a good match. And
Yeah.
even if that's not necessarily, even if that doesn't happen all the time, they have enough good faith with their fan base, and they don't write stories that are based in like a mythical
Yeah.
storyline place.
And
Like,
they also learn from their past mistakes. Like TK is like every time I do a WWE type storyline, like a long storyline, people don't like it, so he doesn't do them as much. You know,
yeah,
like the Jericho shit. He hung on to that for longer than he should have, but then Jericho got his ass out of here. Fuck, man. And it really sucks. It really sucks that my two favorite wrestlers of all time are in WWE because, man, Punk is. People are like, well, if they do this Roman Punk feud Punk's way, it's gonna be so good. Man, Punk is gonna show up every week, call Roman out, beg him to choose him. They're gonna do one
it's
promo,
gonna be
one. They're gonna do one promo in the ring. They're gonna do one Bloodline cinema cutscene, and then Roman's gonna beat him in the main event.
it's gonna be the Rumble Punk Rock feud at best.
Yeah, yeah. And that wasn't a good feud. That wasn't a good feud.
That wasn't a good feud. He got
It
one good promo, and that was it. That wasn't a good feud.
and Punk had
I
that
just
promo.
Yeah, Punk did that. It wasn't anybody else.
It really
I
sucks. It really
Even the
sucks, man.
decision for Roman to win the Rumble, Liv Morgan winning,
I didn't like it, but like I kind of get it. I kind of get it.
I don't like it, but I get it. I don't like it, but I get it. I feel it. You know what I'm saying? I can understand. And also I think Liv Morgan, the one time she was at the top, it kind of felt like not like handed to her, but it felt like kind of here, whatever.
I'm not gonna lie. I know enough about how they book Liv Morgan to know this title run won't be good. I really just hope she loses.
It won't.
I really just hope she loses.
It won't. But like, still, I'm okay with her winning that. That's fine.
God, please save us from Divas era white woman, please, please.
But Liv Morgan's probably a good wrestler. She's still a good wrestler though. So I'm not
No, I'm talking about the Bella twins, man.
Yeah, no, that sucks. I have no interest.
Oh my god, bro! You know what's so funny? When Brie Bella entered, the crowd was quiet, but then once she did the yes chants, they immediately thought of Danielson and started doing it with her. It's so funny, dude. Oh my god! And they eliminated Lyra and Bailey. That's gonna be their WrestleMania match.
Can I be honest with something? By the way, can I say something? Can I say something to be honest with you, bro?
What?
This is gonna be a crazy statement to say right now, but I hope this makes sense, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Next WrestleMania, not Vegas, but the next one,
Saudi.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Have the women on a different show. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of the crowd not caring. That's just not worth it, bro. Just don't put them on the show.
And I know they sweat.
And put them on a different show.
And I know they sweating.
Give what if you want this to work? Here's what I say: give Saudi that WrestleMania. The week before that, Evolution.
I
Simple.
like that idea. I
Give
like
them
that
their own
idea.
show.
I
That's
like
the
that
answer.
idea.
But you're not
I
going
like that
to,
idea.
because you want that big money. You want that big money. So you're gonna have the biggest women's feud when Bianca comes back. It's Bianca Jade again. You're gonna
When
have that happen in bodysuits because you're stupid. But it's okay.
and
Fine.
even though Saudi don't like black women, Saudi don't like black people. Saudi don't like black
Tiffany
people.
Stratton will probably win the championship, and it'll
Oh,
be
God, bro.
Lola.
Man,
They're gonna give it to Lola Vice because they don't really understand that she not that she black. They don't remember.
I'll tell you what, Lola Vice, you can't use half your emotes in Saudi.
You can't do any of the
You know, you
emotes
can't
inside.
do
I don't
any
know
of
what you're gonna do in
you can't
match.
do any of that. You can't do. And what the
She gonna
fuck
go
are
on the
you gonna
apron. She
do?
gonna go on the apron and go.
Instead of like the corner hip attack that she does where she shakes her ass before, she's gonna do this.
Yeah,
She's gonna do
that's
this.
so stupid.
But let's talk about Sami Zayn for a second, man. Let's talk about Sami Zayn. It's
Get ISO, big bro.
I blame myself honestly for doing this,
You
but
should.
it shouldn't be like this. It really shouldn't. It really shouldn't. And I think Sammy's gonna go down in history as probably the greatest wrestler of all time to never be a legit world champion. I'm gonna say that. I think Sami Zayn goes down as the greatest of all time to never be a world champion. He's better than Jake the Snake. I hate to say it, but he's better than Owen Hart, even though I love you, Owen Hart. Rest in peace to Owen Hart. He's better than Owen Hart. He's better than a DiBiase, better than Ted DiBiase. He will be the greatest wrestler to never win a world title, and it really sucks because I don't get it. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't get what he doesn't have. He's a top 50, maybe top 40 wrestler of all time. In my opinion, he's a top 6, top 7 babyface of all time. One of the greatest pure babyfaces of all time. Like, I would only put, like, Hogan. Unfortunately, I put Hogan. I put Mysterio above him. I put maybe Steamboat above him. I'd put, like, not even Bret or Austin, because Bret or Austin were good as faces and heels. They were kind of tweeners. The best pure babyface, Sammy's up there, man. He's a great promo. He's a good ambassador for your company. He's one of the greatest of all time. And you're treating him like he's just some sort of lower end. You're treating him like you treated Shelton Benjamin. But Sammy's better than Shelton Benjamin. And you made that mistake before with Shelton Benjamin. And Sammy has what Shelton Benjamin didn't have, supposedly. He's probably top 5 on your roster.
I'm gonna tell you
Probably
this,
top
and this
3.
will go with your point. I saw that tweet you put up, which was about Sami Zayn, saying exactly this, and I started to reply saying, "Well, I don't feel like it's that crazy. I feel like there's a lot of baby faces that have
No.
not been given that big run." And then I started to try to list them, and I couldn't make the list
You couldn't make the list.
because there really isn't.
Because
I couldn't make one.
because
Even
the
like
other
one of the things I said was Booker T was like a really good face, and he didn't get it, but at least he got King Booker in the title. He still got it.
and also he was a 5-time
Sure, it was kind of a
WCW
little
champion.
stupid, but he still got it.
He was
Five-time
a
WCW
5-time
champion, he still got it.
He was a 5-time WCW champion, and he was a black man. And so 5-time WCW champion as a black man is like a 15-time WCW champion. See what I did
Yeah,
there?
it's like breaking records. That's like being Triple H
Yeah,
right now.
exactly. Like okay, Ray got his moment at WrestleMania 2006. He got it because of Eddie. He still
Yeah,
got it though, right? And he had a
he
couple
got
more
it.
world
He got his
title reigns.
flowers.
Cena, I think Sammy's a better babyface than Cena because Sammy never got booed as a babyface. Sammy never got booed as a babyface. Sammy's a consistently better babyface than John Cena is. He's a
That's gonna go
consistently
over
better.
nasty.
No,
But
but
I
it's
feel you.
true.
That's gonna go over
It's
nasty.
true. It's true. Sami Zayn never had a run as hated as 2009 and 2010 John Cena. Never. Never. Never in a
This is
million
true. That
years.
is true. But I do think his peaks, John Cena's peaks are
Yeah, but
higher. But I agree.
consistently, Sammy's consistently
In
higher.
terms of never being that low, I agree. Yeah.
Also, Sammy was more versatile. Sammy was more versatile.
Yeah.
Because Cena couldn't pull off El Generico. Let's be honest.
That's not a Cena gimmick.
And with that video that I showed you earlier, Sammy possibly could pull off the Doctor of Thugonomics.
Man, come on, bro. We don't know how to see that.
Dusty was booked badly in WWE out of spite, so I'm gonna take him away from that. He was booked badly out of spite. Hogan, fucking whatever. Also, Sammy might be a better babyface than Hogan because Hogan was a terrible babyface near the end of his WWF run and in part of his WCW run. Sammy's probably a better babyface than Hogan is. Austin and Brett, we know Austin and Brett, and then like who else, bro? Brian,
Eddie Guerrero don't
Bri-
count.
yeah, Eddie Guerrero don't
Damn,
count.
Ryan probably.
Brian probably is higher than Sammy, but Brian got his moment, and what the moment that Brian got, Sammy should be getting right now. He should be getting it because if we're being honest, Sammy's a comparable wrestler to Brian Danielson. They're not like right next to each other, but it's closer than you'd think.
Brian Danielson's a better wrestler than him, but he's not that different from him either.
He's not that
They're
he's
very
the same
similar. I agree.
archetype. The same archetype. Like I'm being honest, Sammy's probably like a top 2, top 3 wrestler in WWE right now. I can't really name you many guys who are better than him. Old Man Punk isn't better than him. Cody isn't better than him. Drew isn't better than him. Roman isn't better than him. Oba isn't better than him. He might be like, damn, is he the best wrestler they have? Who's the best wrestler WWE has? Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn is the best wrestler WWE has. Full disclosure, before he got injured, I thought it was Kevin Owens. But Sami Zayn,
Yeah, shout out Kevin Owens.
Sami Zayn is the best active wrestler WWE has, and they're treating him like this, man. And like this, the same shit that like the Brock Lesnar people, the same thing. It's like he's not a bit. He's the same babyface underdog character. He's not. He's not. Listen to his promos. Listen to the way he talks and the way he carries himself. He hasn't changed as a character. Yes, the fuck he has. The only guy who could lose to Johnny Knoxville at WrestleMania and not have anything damaging to his character. The only guy who could do that. The only guy who could do that. And it sucks because everybody around Sammy has won world titles. He helped so many people get elevated, and he never got the due respect back. He made Jay into a main eventer, which Sammy don't do that again. He made Jay into a main eventer with the Uzi stuff. He revived Roman's bloodline stuff because that shit was getting stale before Sammy showed up. Man, all that, like, he's given so much to so many people. And I honestly think Sami Zayn might go down as like one of the biggest missed opportunities in wrestling. Because a guy that good not getting a world title is just blasphemous.
Even like I was talking to my dad about this, where even like Dad's one of those kind of older school type of wrestling fans. He's not one of those like think Sami Zayn's like a number one type of guy. But even we're like he can have a 30 to 60 day reign at least just to show that we care about him.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
you didn't even give him the you didn't even give him the DEI shit that you gave Jey Uso. You didn't give Sammy that.
like that's fine. Like if it's just that, because I feel like at least the moment will be. We know you just make moments, nigga. It's fine. If you're gonna let you do that, but you don't even want to. But you're saying you don't even want to give him the moment. And you're gonna have him lose like that? Not a competitive match.
It was a glorified squash.
Here's the funniest part. Here's the funniest part. We've been complaining for multiple weeks. They've been booking Drew McIntyre like he can't win matches. And the one time they do.
The one guy he beats, who he beats decisively, is Sami Zayn. The one guy he shouldn't beat decisively. My God. And it's getting to a point where if Sammy wins the title at Saudi Mania next year, I might not care. I genuinely might not care. I'm being dead serious.
Buddy, you know who's winning that, and it's not any current active wrestler, buddy. They just signed him.
Is it Fahad to win?
You know what's coming.
Is it Fahad to win?
You know what's coming. Come on, bro.
Can I be honest? I don't think that guy wrestles a single match. I don't think that guy wrestles a single match.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
He's gonna get Gable Steveson.
Fatu Tuig versus Roman Reigns versus The Rock.
Oh my God, so bad. Apparently, he doesn't even have any footage. Apparently, he's an arm wrestler.
I've literally never seen him wrestle a single. I've never seen a single move ever.
He's an arm wrestler. He's an arm wrestler.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
But dude, I'm being totally honest. I wish Sammy just said like fuck it and decided to go see greener pastures, because man, TK would treat him like such a big deal. TK would treat him like such a big deal. TK is such a mark for that old school Ring of Honor PWG style. He would make Sammy pin MJF clean. He would honestly do that. Sami Zayn comes in the company, TK is like, all right, fuck you, Max. We're having Sammy win on his first night. And he's going to have him hold that title for a little bit too, because TK loves old school Ring of Honor. TK is probably number 1 and number 2 guys to sign are probably Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
If Kevin Owens comes in with AEW, the first match they'd have is a fatal 4-way. It'd be MJF, Sammy, Kevin Owens, and Tommaso. on separate corners of the ring, just sitting on the turnbuckle, just
Oh my
for
god! And just
45
taking it in,
minutes.
just taking it in,
Just taking it in, just
just take.
he's so stupid,
Oh,
bro.
fuck, man.
And then you had Roman win, which like we said, I think last podcast,
Dumb.
none of the options are good.
That's the worst one.
None of them.
That's the worst one.
It's the worst one. None of the options are good. Now, like, what is the end goal with that? Like, it's probably gonna be CM Punk versus Braun Breaker at WrestleMania. We have to assume.
No, no, it's not. It's gonna be CM Punk versus Roman. It's gonna be CM Punk versus Roman.
But it's like if it's not like CM Punk versus Roman is boring. I don't want to see that because Roman's not gonna be here, and you kind of need him to be here to that match to
And
work.
Roman won't be locked in. He's not gonna be locked in. He's not gonna be locked in.
And Cody winning the title back just to run that match back is not worth it. There's
Yeah,
no story there.
and then Drew versus Cody versus Jacob. I don't care. I don't care.
I don't care because Drew and
I
Cody
don't.
don't make good matches. They suck. Why are you gonna main
Mm-mm.
event a match 3? Why are you in this match again? It sucks. Why do we keep doing it?
It-
We know this match
and then
sucks. Why do we watch it?
and then adding Fatu to it like that changes anything. I like Jacob Fatu, but
Like it makes the match.
chill.
Yeah, it makes it better in theory, but like
But
it's still
whatever,
a
who
bad match.
cares? Rhodes is still winning. Rhodes is still winning. It doesn't change anything. So after
Yeah.
WrestleMania, we're getting Roman as champ on one brand, who's not going to show up often, versus Rhodes as champion on the other brand. I'm tired of Rhodes as champion. I still like Cody. Georgia Boy, I still like him. But man, just go to the mid card. Please. Please just do what you
Or
did in AEW for a
honestly,
little bit.
bro, dude, I'm not gonna lie. Like the
Take a
Jacob feud
break.
is cool.
Take a break.
It's not even that. No, just what makes me so mad again, even with the Drew thing in this show, you have him beat Sammy handedly,
Look in my
and then you
eyes.
have him.
Look at me.
Then you have him jump Cody for no reason. You don't need to do that.
Cody was
He
already going
literally
to be
can't fight
eliminated.
you.
Cody was already going to be eliminated.
It was already over. You don't have to do that. You're stretching out a
don't.
feud just to say later, remember what he did back at Royal Rumble a year ago?
Oh
You don't
my
have
god,
to do
dude.
that.
Dude, it's the Shield
Just
chair.
don't. Yeah, literally. You're just doing that and you don't have to. Just let him lose. Just let Cody get eliminated. It's the Royal Rumble. It is the easiest place to give someone a win in terms of like eliminating someone and be like, oh, we did that without sacrificing anything.
And also, I'll
It's the
say this
easiest
about
one.
the Saudi crowd. The Saudi crowd are complete sheep. Like they only know a few
Yeah, they suck.
wrestlers, but if excuse me. If Fatu were to win the Royal Rumble and he starts celebrating, they will start celebrating with him because they don't know anything. They are sheep. They will start celebrating no matter what. Man, you could have just had Zayn enter a number. Why did you have Gunther enter a 30 just to not win?
That's the why.
Just to not
Why'd
win.
you even do that? And then here's the other part. Then you have him put Roman in that sleeper for like 4 straight minutes.
In a
and he
battle
can't get
royal.
it in, but he's got it on everybody else.
Oh my god.
Everybody else, he got it in on. Even Jey Uso has lost multiple times. Even the one guy you had beat lose off that multiple times. But in Roman, he just can't fall to the ground. He falls to the ground every other time he's used that move. Why wouldn't he just do it this time?
Yeah, Roman's not Superman.
He's not Superman. Roman didn't even fight really out. He just stood up. He stayed
He
standing.
just stood up and then beat him. Said, "Fuck you, I win." Honestly, man, I
It's
never
like,
thought I'd
bro,
get tired.
like
I never thought I never thought I'd get tired of Cody and Reigns at the same time, but I'm tired of both of them. I'm tired of both of them.
and it's not even. I don't think it's really Cody's fault. It's the writing of
It's
Cody
not.
that is
It's
at fault.
Roman's
It's
fault.
not
Now
Cody's
Roman,
fault.
it's your fault. Now Roman, it's your fault. Now Roman, it's your fault.
Yeah, Roman, you did that. You did that. Though you calling them out for booking and then getting booked during the Royal Rumble, hilarity. Well, in a couple years, I'll find that really funny. Right now, stupid.
In a couple years,
But
I'll
in a
find
couple
that
years,
funny.
it'll be really funny.
And honestly, if you were full time, I would probably find it funny because a full time
Yeah.
babyface Reigns as champion, I'm kind of interested in that. A full time
And you're not even
babyface
about to
Reigns
be.
as champion.
And
He's not
the
gonna
thing.
be full time.
Here's the other thing. Either Roman's gonna be like a bad tweener. You're not even a good tweener. You're a bad tweener.
He hasn't apologized to his cousins yet.
And you're probably not going to because you think it's our loss.
It's
Oh my God.
It's gonna consist of 1 to 2 appearances per month, if that. 2 defenses between Mania and SummerSlam. Usos lore. He's gonna face Jay again. That match is gonna suck. He's gonna face Seth in a rematch, which could be good, but they're gonna have too much Shield lore. He's gonna face Brock at SummerSlam. Are you ready for that match? Are you ready for that match? The 2 good matches they've had in their career, they're not going to replicate either of them. They're going to have a shitty match at SummerSlam, 0 character development, and worst case scenario, which might happen, he's going to hold it until WrestleMania 43 when he loses it to The Rock in Saudi Arabia. It's so bad. This is the worst possible thing they could have done. Again, man, this company does not deserve Sami Zayn. They don't deserve Sami Zayn. This company does not deserve Ilya Dragunov. This company does not deserve Carmelo Hayes. This company does not deserve Obafemi. This company does not deserve Lyra Valkyria. You tell me when I'm wrong. This company does not deserve Jordan Grace.
I'm gonna say something
This company
that
does
is
not
going
deserve
to
any of them.
be probably one of those things that we probably shouldn't say, but I'm gonna say it.
Yeah.
This company is gonna be better when them niggas are out that writing room. When Michael Hayes and Triple H are out that writing room, this company's gonna be better, bro.
Honestly,
because it feels like it almost feels like everyone else that books stuff books what like
better.
Sean books way better, but he's not a part of that room.
Heyman,
Adam Pearce does a lot of stuff better.
Heyman.
Heyman a lot of stuff better, but they're not a part of that room. Like
even Punk when he ran Collision booked better. Punk when he ran Collision booked better. Yeah, he did.
It's like I don't know a group of older men that don't listen to the needs of their people worse than the WWE that aren't American Congress.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
know anybody else.
Like I don't get it. And like the thing is, they have people to listen to. They have, you know who Gabe Sapolsky is? You know who Gabe Sapolsky is?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, former Booker of Ring of Honor who now does Evolve, who's in the Booker's room. They probably don't listen to him. They have Jamie Noble back there. They probably don't listen to him. They have Punk and Punk trying to give them ideas. I can't wait for Punk to be to be a Booker. Punk would be a good Booker, I think. Punk and Cody in that writing room, they would cook up.
Yeah.
They would cook up, bro. They would cook up. Man, I honestly, like, I never thought I'd say this, but Punk and Cody, I need you guys. I don't want Punk to retire. I love you, Punk. I will cry when you retire. But when you retire, I hope you go straight to that writer's room and straight up tell everybody to fuck off. Michael Hayes, you're gone. Bruce Pritchard, you're gone. Kevin Dunn, you're probably fired, but I'm going to rehire you just to fire you again. Triple H, get the fuck out and give me your blazer while you're at it. Fuck you
That's
all.
what I'm saying. This is also a part of the TKO thing that makes it rough. You're about to have a scenario where you lose your core fan base and your kid fan base at the same time. And that's gonna get real scary because you don't have the monetary back to back that up, bro.
And you know what sucks? If they put that company up for sale, you know who's buying it. You know who's buying it. You know who's buying it. And that's even worse. That's even worse.
And then you're hoed.
And then you're hoed. And then you're hoed. You gotta how many blood money covered dicks do you have to suck then, huh? How many blood money?
No women on the show no more.
No woman on the show. Roman Reigns
more.
forever champion.
Better yet, Roman versus Fahad.
Fahad the Wick, yeah. If he ever does wrestle.
You know what's coming.
Man, it's
coming.
It's so
Gable
bad.
Stevenson, come on back. We don't care.
I went from being the most interested I was in wrestling to now being the least interested I've ever been in WWE. This is even worse than when Jay won the Rumble, because at least when Jay won the Rumble, I was like, okay, it's new. This is like, oh god, it's not even new. Man, it's terrible. It's all bad. It's all bad. I told you, this is the first time, and we're going to be in Vegas for WrestleMania now, so I'll say it. I might genuinely, if the card is that bad, I might just like, hey, you guys want to go to a museum during WrestleMania time? You guys want to go to a thrift shop? We could just follow around on one of your phones.
We're going to Vegas in what time period? What time period is that? What's that, April?
Yeah, April, yeah.
It's April, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go to in a Las Vegas A's game and send it to Gabriel.
Yeah.
We could do watching WWE. Holy, bro, it's like
we could do that. And then I'll just have you follow along with the show on your phone if anything happens.
Yeah. Oh, guys, Io Sky lost to Charlotte.
Oh, Io Sky lost to Charlotte.
Anyway, top of the fourth.
Io Sky lost to Charlotte. Oh no! Now they're doing mock Chinese to her. She doesn't even speak Chinese. This is really bad. How did this get started? Oh my god!
Oh, man.
It's
Fu
so
Hai
bad.
won the U.S. title. Shout out him, man.
He's renaming it the Saudi Arabian title. What do you mean?
Why'd they
This
just raise
is
that flag? Where's the song playing?
it's
Is that Danny of
it's
Dia?
it's well, Saudi does love them. Saudi does love them. Saudi does love them.
Yeah, they do.
And I will say, man, it really sucks because wrestling should be an escape. We shouldn't be talking like this about wrestling. It should be an escape. You should be watching wrestling to not think about all the bullshit that's going on in your life.
When your
And
art, when your entertainment becomes a political chip, it no longer
mhm.
becomes entertainment.
And honestly, I like AEW, but man, I, this is not me being tribalistic. It just doesn't make me a good thing happening in AEW doesn't make me feel the same way as a good thing happening in WWE would. You know what I mean?
I have a childhood connection to this brand.
I have a
This is
childhood
what I
connection
grew
to
up on.
WWE. Exactly.
I was telling my dad, one of my earliest memories of being not just like a wrestling fan, but as a person, as my life, is my dad ordering pizza on a Tuesday or a Friday or a Monday, sitting me in a high chair in front of him, and I was watching Batista during the Evolution stuff, or watching like early Jeff Hardy win his first title, or first WWE title, or the only one, I guess. Like just watching wrestling. Like
Do you
that's what
guys?
I grew up on. That's what
Yeah.
I have a bigger connection than I do to sports, period, or
I
writing or
really,
anything else.
really like Tyrese Halliburton's my favorite NBA player, but that motherfucker don't hold a candle to Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn is one of my idols, genuinely one of my idols. I see
John
myself in
when
Sami Zayn.
John Cena losing his final match made me more angry and passionate about the decision than the Grizzlies being who they are right now.
Yeah,
I'm not even close.
it's genuinely depressing. And the only reason why I didn't get as emotional to Sami Zayn not winning a world title is because they haven't given me the chance to get emotional. It's just been disappointment after disappointment. And again, next year, if he wins that title at Saudi Mania, I might not care. I might not care. Because it's going to be like, okay, fucking whatever. Now this really just feels shitty. Now this really feels like sports washing. It already is
Just doing it for
sports
the
washing.
moment.
It already is
Yeah.
sports washing, but it feels like even more sports washing now. What the fuck is Sammy going to do at WrestleMania? Is he going to face Trick Williams? Is he going to miss the show for the second year in a row? What is he going to do? What is he going to do?
To be fair, saying that for Trick Williams at WrestleMania would be kind of hard, but it's okay. I get
No,
what
it
you're saying.
wouldn't. That's a Saturday
You're
night's main
right, but
event
like,
match. That match is going to be on the Saturday night's main event right before WrestleMania. He's going to be on SmackDown main event right before WrestleMania. I just don't get. It
come on,
feels
you know that's
like
where tag titles go. Come on,
this is the first. Yeah, but it's also where non-title singles matches go. This is this
true.
is this is the first time, and you correct me if I'm wrong. This is the first time period where it feels like WWE isn't for us. It feels like it isn't for us anymore. It feels like it's not
Well, I mean,
for
it
us.
never was for us specifically.
Well, yeah, but like, well, also, yes, I agree. Well, also,
It's never been for us specifically.
we have the same problem. Again, we have the same problem. That's why I'm saying I'm closer to black than I'm closer to white because I
You're
don't
doing
because
that. You feel like this for Sammy, bro. I watch Booker T, man.
at least y'all had champions. At least y'all had champions. At least y'all had
Yeah, but they
champions.
all lost to the worst person ever. They all
Yeah, but at
lost to
least they had
Brock.
it. At least
Every
they had
single
it.
one.
You know
Every
what I
single one.
you do you know what I would do for Zayn to get his Kofi Mania moment? I would do so much. I would do so
But
much.
but that low is so much lower than anything you've ever experienced with Sammy. Anything.
Yeah, but I
Even
never
the
reached that
lowest
high.
Sammy's
I never
experienced.
reached that high. I never reached that high. I never reached that high.
Which is true. That's true. But that low is so low. That
I
low is
wasn't
so low.
and I wasn't watching NXT when he won the NXT title. I wasn't watching him when he won the NXT title, so I can't really identify with that. But man, I will
The low
say
was so
if
low.
whether it happens in WWE, whatever it happens in AEW, if it even happens at all, and if it doesn't happen in Saudi Mania, when Zayn hits that haluva kick and gets that 1, 2, 3 for the world title, I will cry. It will genuinely be like the most emotional moment, like one of the most emotional moments of my life for me. It'll genuinely be up there because man, just like your people, my people have been tossed aside for the longest time, and I'm going to talk about this in my Sami Zayn video. I should have known how they felt about us when they made an Italian American portray an Arab dude and had him summon terrorists to attack the Undertaker, and then blame him for the bad booking. I'm getting mad for an Italian dude who doesn't even identify with my people. An Italian dude. And then
video of that.
that video's gonna be good,
Like
man.
meme
That
video.
video's gonna be so
It's so
good.
funny. That meme video is
That's
so funny.
it's but
He's so
but
good
it's
at doing this.
it's
So
like they
funny.
disrespect the fuck out of the. They play parts of the Quran while he's coming out. That's
Yeah.
disrespectful as fuck, man. That's disrespectful as fuck, dude. Man, it's bad. And when you
I'm only
hear
laughing. I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because of how like all bonkers it is. Like
and
it's just like
and
so
and
disrespectful.
and and
It's
and,
like
and
I was
yeah.
talking to my dad about this. I was talking about right about my Black Wrestlers video before Kofi Mania. Let's remove before Kofi Mania. Let's say from like my birth to Kofi Mania, but everything in between that.
So my birth, basically, same
The
time.
the characters of Black people, Crime Time, CRYME, TYM, Crime Time.
Shelton's
Was like
mama.
the only
Shelton's
niggas on
mama.
screen. Shelton's mama. The only niggas on screen. The most athletic nigga on the roster.
And somehow Crime Time never won the tag belts.
Booker T doing King Book, which is fine. Good television. I'm not saying it's bad television. I'm saying that's not
But
like
but
representation
but
necessarily.
also that was him being a caricature, and that's when he won the world title.
Yeah.
But again, man, at least y'all.
Kofi Kingston getting a run while he's Jamaican, not being Jamaican, and never getting it again until Kofi
But at
Mania.
least, but
And
at
even
least,
then,
but at least y'all had Booker T, man. What did we have? The Iron Sheik. The Iron Sheik.
I won't even say Booker T is like he is ours, but like I don't know if I'd be like that's a win for black. I don't know if I feel like that's a
He's
win
the
for black
greatest
people.
black wrestler of all time. He's the greatest black wrestler of all time.
Yes, but
Yeah, he is easily.
I'm not gonna lie. I think Kobe's the greatest black wrestler of all time. I'm not gonna cap to you.
No. Booker has a better legacy. Booker has the biggest legacy of any black. Oh,
I don't know if that's true.
The Rock. The
I
Rock is black.
guess.
The Rock is
Look,
black. The Rock is
he
black.
is. I'll give it to
The
him.
Rock
It's
is
just
black.
like
The Rock is black. The Rock is black.
but it's just like it
But
just feels disingenuous. But
he's
I feel
black.
you.
I mean, he can't do anything about it.
He is, but it's
Have
just
you
like I can't
seen
do
his
anything about it
dad?
either. But it's just
Have you
like,
seen his dad?
yeah, I know that's a nigga. It's just a nigga. I'm just like it just feels weird because like nigga, you're Samoan.
I
But like I get
mean, listen. Y'all had Booker T. Y'all had Mark Henry. Y'all had Kofi. What do we have? Iron Sheik.
Mark Henry.
And
That's a good
that's it.
option.
The Iron Sheik. And the Iron Sheik is not a
Yeah.
good representation of Muslims. That motherfucker smokes, drinks, snorts coke. He's not a good representation of Muslim. Also, he falls into that stereotype. He literally falls into that stereotype. Because like that team that he was doing with Nikolai Volkov when he was like talking about Iran and Russia and all that stuff. I'm gonna talk about that in my
Mm-hmm.
Sami Zayn video. What else do we have? Sergeant Slaughter? Huh? A white guy pretending to be an Arab sympathizer? Oh my god, dude. And honestly, the only one guy has made me feel this way, like before Sami Zayn, and you know who that was? You know who that was? Only one guy's made me feel like this before. Not CM Punk. Because again,
Who?
I love CM Punk, but Punk's just like he's just a white dude. I don't identify with him. He's just a white guy. You know? Mustafa
Yeah.
Ali.
He's just a guy you like, basically.
Mustafa
Yeah.
Ali. And I told you this, I hold some resentment towards Kofi Kingston and Kofi Mania because that was Mustafa's championship first. That was his title first. If Kofi Mania never happened, Mustafa would have beat Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania, and you know it. And you say all your black wrestlers get their moments ruined by Brock Lesnar. What happened to Mustafa Ali at Money in the Bank? What happened at Money in the Bank?
Okay, but to be fair, that's one guy versus like all of the black champions having it happen at the same time.
Yeah, but we had it happen too.
Slightly different.
I'm not comparing.
You
but
did. Y'all did. I love that we're doing
2019.
this argument. This is a really funny argument, but
2019 was supposed to be 2019 was not supposed to be Kofi Mania because Kofi Mania should have happened years earlier. Okay, Kofi Mania should have happened in 2010. Okay, 2009, 2010. That's when Kofi Mania should have happened. 2019 should have been.
I don't know if I agree with that necessarily, but I feel you. I get the sentiment. I don't agree with it.
It should have happened earlier. It should have happened.
I'm not saying that Mustafa Ali's place should have been took. Brock Lesnar should just never had a title. Period.
I really
never been in that picture.
I'm obviously not mad at Kofi Mania because I like Kofi Mania. I was really happy when it happened. I still look back at it fondly. But man, again, just that Mustafa kind of looks like me too. It's really he kind of looks like me. Yeah. So it's literally seeing one of your own climb that mountain, and it just gives you hope that maybe you could do the same thing. You know, when I saw Mustafa Ali, I saw myself. When I see Mustafa Ali, I still see myself. When I see Sami Zayn, I see myself. You know, a guy that didn't give up on the guy that still holds his politics, a guy that still talks about the things that he should talk about and doesn't sacrifice anything to be a great wrestler. I see myself in there. That's the type of guy that I want to be. And to see those people just get thrown by the wayside because we got a new white guy that we need to make champion. We got a new mediocre white guy we need to make champion. Roman Reigns needs to be champion again. Did he vote for Trump? Okay, give him the title again. It's just it's just so depressing. I don't even dislike Reigns. When Reigns locks in, I like Reigns. I was defending Reigns when people didn't like him in like 2015, 2016, 2017. I liked Reigns. But now it's like I'm tired, bro. I'm tired of Reigns. I'm tired of Cody. I'm tired of these like man, it's just such a disappointment. Again, I feel like WWE was never for us, but now I feel like it's really not for us. The Royal Rumble was just them teasing us with good stuff and then saying go fuck yourself. It's really it's like, okay, can I give you a quick analogy real quick? Let me come up straight in my head real quick. It's like, those people, they're lying, but they're like, the left is filled with a bunch of lunatics. That's why I left the liberal side and I went to right wing. It's like them. Where it's like, you were never for us. Don't lie. Okay? Where it's guys like Chuck Norris saying that, like, I used to be left, but then they were filled with a bunch of lunatics, so now I'm conservative. You never were left wing. You've been right wing forever. You're just happy to showing it now. Like when Hogan said that
You
shit
feel
about his
safe
daughter.
in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When Hogan said that shit about his daughter, you think that was just an epiphany for him that he just had that one time? No. He's been thinking that for decades, probably when he was a main eventer. You think Hogan ever liked black people? No. No. You think,
Did you niggas watch the Hogan show?
yeah. Yeah, exactly. So I don't get why people were so surprised when that thing. And they're like, "Oh, it's a one-off." This is a guy who said that when he hopes that him and his family don't go to hell because they'll be reincarnated as black people. That is the worst of the worst. Genuinely, the worst of the worst. It's like, bro,
Like,
like man, it's so
hey, let me tell
bad.
you something. Let me tell you something. If all hell is being reincarnated as black people, nigga, that's a score. You got a buck. It's a score. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
Are you
40 acres and a
serious?
mule. 40 acres and a mule. Somebody's a fool.
40, that's ridiculous, bro. That is so nasty. And
But dude,
I
well,
see
how much?
this so
Yeah, go ahead.
constantly. And especially like with sports fans. Sports are political in their action. The
Absolutely,
gladiator
absolutely,
things generally. I watch
absolutely.
my people at running back carry their team for about 7 years,
FD Signify
wait
had a
for them to
great video
break
on
down the
this.
8th year, and then kill them and
Yeah,
draft a new one.
yeah, and
The franchise tag is
yeah.
effectively just I don't care that you want to go somewhere else, but I don't want to give
You're
you
stuck here.
financial
You're stuck
security
here.
over multiple
You're
years.
stuck
You're
here.
stuck here because I, a rich white man, decide that.
It really sucks.
And
And I
and
mean, like,
like
I mean, like,
WWE,
mm-hmm.
it's like, dude, I be thinking about this, and I think I told you this a while ago. I think I told even my dad or something like that. I can't remember who it was, but like, there are kids right now who are watching Javon Evans,
And they're like, that could be me. That could be me.
and that could be me. And then you get to my age where I watched a Kofi or a Shelton or a Mark Henry or R-Truth
Same
and
thing with
said that
me.
could be
Same
me,
thing with me. Same
and
thing with
watch
me.
them get stomped out constantly and be made to do ridiculous characters, not just in wrestling, but in everything.
The only time
And
Rob,
the
the only
only
time R Truth was ever a main eventer was when he did a Robert E. Lee gimmick.
and on top of that, the only black person to really hit that peak really only did partially because of generational influence from a different ethnicity.
With The Rock? Yeah.
Not all the way, but in like a generalized sense.
It helped him.
If
It
there
helped
wasn't
him.
some Samoan in you, I don't know if you would have got that same push. Not completely, but I don't know if you would have got everything there.
Maybe he would have just been a. Maybe
Like
he
the
just would have
pull
been
he
a.
has,
Maybe he just would have been a perennial intercontinental champion or something.
he might have been a Rikishi.
Yeah.
Dead serious.
Ironic.
He
Ironic.
might have been. Ironically, you might have been a
But
Rikishi.
man,
Like,
it's just, and for me, it's like when I got into wrestling, when I first got into wrestling, I had nobody who looked like me. Nobody I could identify with, because I wasn't watching NXT until like 2016. But then I remember
yeah,
the John Cena Open Challenge, and I saw this dude with Arabic on his tights. Saw this dude coming out to this really fun theme song with Bret Hart. I'm like, I know Bret Hart. Saw this dude coming out facing John Cena, having a hell of a match. Finding out he tore his like pec before, like dislocated his shoulder before the match. And then I see him come out in the 2016 Royal Rumble and fight with this fat white dude from Canada. I'm like, hell yeah. Hell yeah. And then Sammy turned heel, and it was like, you're going to have this generational babyface, this generational, once in a lifetime babyface, a top 5 babyface of all time, play heel for 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 6 years! 6 years! You know he's been heel for more than he's been babyface in his WWE run? You know how insane that is? You have a top, and he was a good heel. He was annoying as fuck. Dude, he was annoying as fuck. I hated Sami Zayn for the longest time because I thought he was annoying. But man, when he did that stuff with the bloodline, and you watched it with me. When he hit Roman with the back of in the back with the chair, we watched that together. It was like, they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it to my boy. It's gonna happen. It's gonna finally happen. And then the Elimination Chamber match, people were like, he's not gonna win. I'm like, hey, let's hold out some hope. And then man, then they gave Cody the match and Cody still lost. You might as well have made it a triple threat. You might as well have made it a triple threat. If Cody's still gonna lose, you might as well have made it a triple threat. But no, consolation prize in a shitty tag team title reign that didn't even work. All right. And then 2014. Man, 2014. Again, logical option to do him in the triple threat. But no, you give him the Intercontinental title and tell Chad Gable to go fuck himself? And you know what? Can I talk to you about this? Can I talk to you about this?
hmm
Why is it that the one time people revolt against Sami Zayn, the thing that started them, was when he took another white guy's spot? Talk about that. Talk about that. Tell me that. When he took another white guy's spot, that's when they started to turn on him. Like, he's been getting his spot taken for years now, but now it's a problem? Yes, I agree Chad Gable should have won the IC title, but that's only because Sami should have won the world title. It's stupid. It's dumb. Again, I'm going to talk about this in my Sami Zayn video, and it's going to be an uncomfortable conversation that some folks will have to have. Wrestling and its inheritance has never been for us, and now they're not pretending that it's for us anymore. They're not pretending anymore. The mask is off, and with the fact that the fact that The Rock's daughter, I don't know if she would have been able to say that. You know what I'm talking about, right? The fact that
I've shot at her
yeah.
multiple times today. Yeah,
Yeah,
she's not able.
the fact that she left the company and then she said that, with you being The Rock's daughter, you can't say that? It's really sad. Again, I really wish this wasn't an escape for me. I really wish I could like have a connection with AEW the same way I had with WWE. I just
This
really wish
is
I
the
did.
this is the best way I can explain this thing. And then we're gonna wrap up because we've been talking for a while.
Yeah, yeah. The longest podcast ever.
Longest podcast ever. The way I feel watching it right now, you know that video, you know the Grammys just happened.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've seen this video yet. There's a video Kendrick won album of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a video of JID.
I don't think he should have gotten. I don't think he should have
There's a
gotten.
video of JID after they announced who won, and JID sitting there clapping. But if you look him in the eyes, you can see he's just bubbling with rage. Not necessarily
Yeah.
at Kendrick, but just generally
At them.
that I did it again. I released another one, and you did it again.
That album
It's
was
the
honestly
same
better
thing.
than GNX too. That album was better than GNX. And honestly, you know what's so funny? Kendrick shouldn't have won. Those two albums also aren't an album of the year. Clips had the album of the year. I'm being completely honest.
Yeah.
Clips had the album of the year.
But if JID would have won, I've been cool with it because he deserved one.
I would have been fine with it. But Kendrick's
But
also the one.
nope.
Kendrick's also the one
Black person you can't be mad at.
The one, and also the person that a lot of white guys love. The person that a lot of white guys love.
Can't be mad at it.
You can't be mad at it.
You understand it, but it feels like he's not mad at him. He's mad at just the fact that it's happening to me. Again.
Yeah,
that's how we feel as fans. It's not just that it's happening; it's that it's happening to us over and over and over again.
I'm not mad at Cody Rhodes. I'm not mad at Cody Rhodes. I'm mad at Triple H.
I'm not even mad at. I'm mad at Roman, but not really. If I can go to work 3 times and be the champion and make money,
I do the same shit. I do the same shit. And
I do
Triple
the
H,
same
why aren't
thing.
you
I
saying
wouldn't
no?
care
Why
about
aren't
you
you
either.
saying no? Why aren't you saying no? Triple H, why aren't you saying no?
Just say
You
no.
book the show. You book the show. Just say no. Just say no. Something Brock Lesnar never found out. Man. But with that tasteless
On
joke,
that note,
we're gonna end. We needed one to end the podcast on. This is gonna be a long ass episode. I'm glad we did this tonight. It's past my bedtime,
how do you feel about the
but
scrapbook? How do you feel about it?
it was fun. It was fun. Maybe we should do it again later on. But next
Yeah,
time we do this, the trade deadline will be passed, and maybe the Pacers will have a new center. Maybe the Pacers will have a new center, and we'll see what happens.
you're gonna like Isaiah Jackson, buddy. It's okay.
I already don't like him.
But I take it back. You know what? I have a better idea. You're gonna like Jalen Smith, buddy. Welcome back
Again?
home. Again, welcome back.
He already has me. He has me blocked. I don't want to interact with a center. I don't want. I don't want
Too
to
bad.
get a center that I can't talk to.
Or you can get Vucevic or Jalen Smith. Which one you want? Which one do you prefer? You get one or the other. No other options.
It's not even. Okay. All right, bro. I
And
guess,
we'll
bro.
trade Jot to the Bucks for Kyle Kuzma, and I'll cry.
Zubac, please.
That's
Zubac,
all.
please. Jared Allen, please. Somebody, please help me. Oh man.
Somebody,
And
please.
until next time. Maybe after Elimination Chamber we'll feel better. No, we won't. But hey, Tony, Sammy, if you ever want a world title, go slap Brock Lesnar backstage. Slap Triple H backstage. Do something, and Tony, I guarantee, will pay your fine and will pick you up. But until then, man, this sucks right now. Can't watch my favorite basketball team without waiting for next year. Can't watch WWE without feeling excruciating pain. You know what the worst part is? I'm still gonna tune in tomorrow because I love wrestling. It's a gift and a curse, which is being a curse right now. But until next week, sometime next week, we're starting to get more consistent, and that's good. But new episodes every week. Until then, if you made it this far, appreciate you. Please drop a like, share, subscribe,
Hey, sorry
comment,
for
all that
yelling at
good
y'all.
stuff. Yeah.
Sorry for yelling at y'all for like an hour and a half. That's on us.
But
Hey, we're just really passionate about this. What you asked us for.
until then, you guys take care, stay safe out here, and until next time.